4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow.
You bleach your hair, you're a sellout.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Moto Aftermath Show. This is episode number 325, A2 wrap-up show, and this is the stupidest motocross podcast on the internet. Thank you all for joining me. I'm your host, Travis. We are here in the TLR Coatings studios here. We're going to talk all the action from A2 and other things around the industry here from this week. In studio with me here today, back for his second show, which I'm sure we'll have you more times this year.
I hope so.
It is AMA Official Kirk Newman. Hey, bud.
How's it going? Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for filling in. You know, these two losers over here, I don't know where the hell they are at, but
I just have nothing going on compared to those guys. They're just so busy.
Well, Justin's an international traveler, international man of mystery now, and Cole was actually at the race, so he's got an acceptable excuse today. So, yeah, so this show made possible here. Like I said, we're in the TLR Coatings studios. We're going to have our 450 section brought to you by our friends at Worx. Complete Racing Solutions going to bring you our halftime report. We'll have an Armory Reload rant. We have our TLR tin foil hat. Flo Racing going to bring you our 250 race recap. Kirk brought to you by our friends at Adept Creative Co. for all your graphics needs. I'm sure at some point I'll have a Nano Extreme Painful take of the week. And firing right off here, he's back for the season. Had a couple things the first couple weeks here. Brought to you by our friends at Alias MX. He is Alias MX. It's the one and only Eric Grondahl. What's up, buddy?
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Dude, I'm glad to have you back because we really need some professionalism brought back to this podcast, okay?
What?
I mean, dude, it's a shit show in here with myself. So, anyway, okay, so Eric, we're through like 3 rounds. There's a bunch of stuff you and I have not talked about. We gotta get this. We gotta talk about this here. There's lots. So first off, were you on the Chase Sexton Suicide Watch team?
I don't know that I would go that far, but it definitely was not great after the first 2 rounds.
It was pretty bad, man. Okay, so let me ask you this. Any concern that we went and did a wholesale change between round 1 and round 2?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could see, like, I mean, obviously, like, Chase, you know, has unfortunately built up a reputation of himself when he was on the Honda of crashing. So when he goes down, people just aren't surprised and just say that it's him. But to me, that bike was not looking good. I mean, Marchbanks couldn't even make it to the main event on that thing. So, and even in practice, yeah, he qualified fastest at A1, but like he didn't look comfortable. Like he looked out of control, and he doesn't normally look out of control. Mm-hmm. So I kind of was not surprised that they had to totally change everything. I'm glad that they did. He looked a lot better last weekend, but it's still to me that the rear end of that bike just looks like it just wants to break loose. Like it doesn't have like enough traction back there.
That's a professional.
That's what it looks like
to me. Professional eye right there.
Yeah,
I
can't see that stuff.
Because I feel like when he gets on the gas, like he has such like a forward riding style.
Yeah.
To where he puts so much pressure on the front end, and that's one of the reasons that he would crash so much on that Honda was because it just had a very nervous front end. So like one little, imperfection and he was on the ground. So I think that they're definitely going to have to keep, tuning the Cowie for his riding style for sure, because when you look at Tomac, you look at RV, Anderson, all the dudes that have been successful on that Cowie, they are more of like a rear end steering type of riding style.
Yeah.
Like blasting berms and, they're used to sliding the rear end around and stuff like that, whereas Chase doesn't really ride like that.
Yeah. So level of concern for his championship hopes at this point.
I don't know. I mean, I'm always optimistic. Like, Chase is my buddy. Like, he's a great person. So I'll always be pulling for him. But Tomac is looking very strong right now. And I mean, outside of last night, which I wouldn't even call that a bad start, like his starts on this KTM have been perfect. Like, I mean, on the Yamaha, half the time Tomac could start like 15th.
Yeah.
Or like 10th.
Yep.
It was like average for him almost. And so it was just very unpredictable. And so far on the KTM, he's like top 3 every time outside of this weekend, which I get it. We're only 3 rounds in, but like he's showing, I mean, even in the heat races, like he's been getting good starts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 100%.
I think that's definitely going to make things tough on Chase. They're definitely going to have to, I think once they get to the East Coast tracks where there's like a lot of traction, and I think that helped Chase yesterday with the track being more rutted up. I think that definitely helped with the rear end, whatever you want to call it, like, not enough weight back there, too light.
Yeah, because you have ruts to throw it into. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he'll be good over there. But I think on the harder pack stuff, like Houston's usually pretty hard and slick. Glendale's hard and slick. So I'll be curious to see how these next 2 weeks go, because those tracks I think are going to be the most difficult ones for him on that bike.
Yeah, it was. I heard Jason Thomas talking about it this week, on like Tomac and Sexton and stuff going forward, which is basically like you kind of have Houston, which is kind of like a wash. There isn't really anyone that in the current crop that we're like, yeah, that's a Houston specialist. But then you go, to whatever, Arizona there, Glendale, and like, dude, Tomac rides really well there because that track's
he's always been good there.
Fast. Yeah. And then you start hitting your East Coast swing, and let's face it, when Tomac goes east and there's ruts for him to drop into, that that turns into a problem for everyone. And like, yeah, Chase gets hot by the end of the year, but it's like the first 2 rounds here, and obviously now he's made up 5 points, so whatever, but we're still 13 points back. It's like you've now set him out this far, and we kind of have one round where it's kind of like a shrug, and then we kind of go into rounds where we're like, these are kind of Tomac's domains here. So,
yeah, but Tomac is so hit or miss when the tracks are super ruddy like that.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
he's either going to win or he's going to straight up get 7th.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, was it Indy last year or was it the year before?
Yeah.
Where he started, I'm pretty sure he started at the front and literally just went backwards and was, like, doubling through the rhythms. And, like, they interviewed him on, I don't know what it was after, but he was just like, yeah, I was terrified or scared, whatever. Like, he was just like, yeah, I wasn't willing to risk it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, though, man, he looks effing good right now. Really.
But you know who else is good?
Oh, boy.
Always in those conditions is Cooper Webb.
Dude, look, I'm just pulling the panic button out of the drawer here, okay? This isn't like Chase after week 1 where I was hitting it, but it's just out of the drawer. It's just sitting in front of me here. It's here because if we don't land on the box next week and start making some points up on somebody, then I'm going to have to press this a lot because this
Dude,
is...
if he doesn't win next week,
I know. This
it's
is a
panic button.
problem.
Like, he's already almost a race behind.
I don't think that Coop was one of the favorites. I understand he has the #1 plate, but I had Sexton as a
disrespect.
favorite. I understand that, and maybe that's me being naive, but it's like one of those like underdog always kind of effects. But I had Sexton, I had Tomac. You know, I thought Hunter was going to be a lot better
Disrespect.
this year. I understand that.
Webb's a 3-time champion.
And
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I've
He's a
learned,
great rider. I get
especially
it.
after last year, you can never count Webb out. Like, it doesn't matter that he will never really be the fastest guy,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean that he can't be the guy.
Because I'm not out.
But that's why
I'm not
pushing the
either.
panic button because I didn't think he was going to be a top 3 guy, especially at the beginning. He never is. He's always 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, right in there.
Yeah, but
for
dude,
the first couple rounds, and then it's like, oh, now he trails off 7.
What is he? 8, 6, and what was he last night? 5th or something? Like,
Yeah, because he went down.
and you're 20 plus. You're over 20 points out 3 rounds in. Like, man,
24.
That is.
Yeah, I like I said, I am more worried about if you're having like a pie situation. I don't think Webb is even close to the championship compared to where Sexton is. I think Sexton had two of his rounds were absolutely horrendous. Crashed 4 times in the main, crashed into the gate, still only 13 points back, and should have and could have been the fastest guy on the track at all 3 rounds. I'm not worried about Sexton at all. I still think Sexton wins this championship. Webb, I don't think wins the championship. It's going to be hard for him to come through those guys, and he can. He did it last year and all that stuff.
Brother, the series starts at Daytona for Webb. Okay?
Oh my God,
the series starts at Daytona
so
for Webb.
I hate when people say that, but yeah, I get it. Webb can go off, and I've seen him win 7 in a row. Like we've all seen it, but this year I feel like it's either Tomac or Sexton, and like Eric was saying, Tomac is hit or miss on the East Coast. Yes, he can be 2.5 seconds faster than everybody. He also can be 2.5 seconds slower than everybody and drop from 2nd to 7th.
I'm not going to ask Eric this because I know what Eric's answer is going to be, but I'm going to ask you this, Kirk.
All right.
Well, Eric's on the phone, so he can yell at me here. Do you think Sexton can win a championship straight up?
Yes, I think he's going to win this year. I think this is it.
I don't know, man. Look,
I've also said it 4 other years where I'm like, this is it. He's going to do it. And then he front wheel goes out a couple of times. He does this, makes a dumb mistake here, crashes in the gate. I get it. He has those things. He is, I think he's the fastest rider in the United States.
Is Tomac going to blow his Achilles out in Denver again? Like, is that how we're going to win this title? Or?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Webb won one that way too. So don't.
What do you mean?
He had riders get hurt in his that he won.
Bro. Okay. Look, now you're going to make me go down this path here. Sexton wins the damn title. Again, Sexton's a great rider.
Yep.
And I'm going to get crucified. And Eric's going to start yelling at me here. But me and Eric have that relationship because this is what we I text him saucy stuff about Chase all the time. And then he tells me I'm a fucking idiot. And we move on with life. Anyway, look, Sexton wins the Supercross title because Tomac blows his Achilles out one week, and then the next week, AC runs over Webb's head, and he wins the title. He wasn't winning the title if that didn't happen.
I think
Tomac was winning that.
That was his least likely one to win, and somehow he won it. I get that.
Then you have the outdoor title. Then you have the outdoor title.
Yeah.
Who was there?
Hunter Lawrence.
Okay, Hunter. That's who we're going with.
Ken or was Rox in there? Or
no. So Hunter, who up until the last 2 years we've all kind of been like, he's been building, which I think he's going to be a big problem as we continue down the Supercross series here. He's going to be a big problem, and he's going to be a bigger problem when his brother comes back for the last 6 rounds. So, because his brother's going to run away from everybody, and then he's just going to follow him, and they're going to go 1-2. They're going to go 1-2. Oh, wait. Dude, hold on.
I'm pretty sure the dude down in 12th waxed Jet over in Paris. So I don't
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh boy, here we go. You wanna go a Paris off-season race?
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Jet
come
should have
on,
been
Eric.
able to win that with
Eric,
his eyes
you
closed.
are smarter than this. Okay, I've had this argument. I've had this discussion on the show, off the show, privately, publicly, everything. Okay, you can't take factory suspension and all the factory parts, put it on a fucking stock bike with a stock motor and expect it to act the same. It's not the fucking same. The frames are fucking different. The way the motor distributes the power is fucking different. It's going to make the suspension act different. Like, that bike is so fucking different compared to what they ride on a daily basis. It's unbelievable. So the fact that they even did what they did is a testament to how good they actually are. But, like, Mookie's on a full factory bike.
I mean, you're really buying into that bike as a bone stock bike? Because I don't believe that for 1 second.
Okay.
There's zero chance that nothing is done to that engine, that they don't have their own ECU.
Flywheel and ECU. But you want to tell me that those stock internals can deliver that those stock internals and a stock transmission can deliver power in the same way? You've been on factory bikes. You know that's fake news.
I'm pretty sure he still did that huge quad, did he not?
He did.
So I don't want to hear it.
He could have gone 5. He could have gone 5 if he had his factory bike. Dude,
whatever.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Call Ziggy right now. Let's ask Ziggy how that suspension's going to act when that power's not delivered the same.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
No way. Ziggy's going to be like, "Yeah, this is a smart fucking dude right here, Eric. You should listen to him." You know he's going to tell me that. Ziggy's a smart guy, and he's going to tell you when that power delivery is not the same as what it is with that factory motor. And then, too, isn't the factory frame braced? Was that stock frame braced?
Not that I'm aware of.
Dude,
is it?
I would be surprised. There isn't a factory frame that I hear about nowadays that isn't braced somewhere. They don't put some sort of bracing in it somewhere. So now, was the stock frame braced or was it not? Because, again, if that's different, that flex is different, which then is going to be different with how the suspension works. I mean, dude, it's just, it's different. And then Mookie goes over there on a factory bike, which, again, Mookie still rode his ass off and had to ride great. And, like, yeah, he beat them. That's cool. But if you want to tell me that in the actual fucking Supercross series here with a full-on factory Honda, ECU, motor package, everything, that Mookie is still going to beat them fucking 9 out of 10 times, zero chance. Zero chance. You know Jet's going to come back, win the first fucking race he's in, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh, shit, we forgot how good this kid really is." Because that's how it always goes. He always comes back from injury, and everybody's like, "Oh, can he win? Can he win?" And then he wins the first fucking race, and we're all like, "Oh shit, that was a problem."
Sorry, Eric. He's wearing his those underwear you can put people's faces on. He has Jet and Hunter on his underwear.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
chill out a little
No
bit.
Only
kidding.
Jet, not Hunter. Me and Hunter are best friends, but it's only
I
Jet
know.
that's on my underwear. So I'm gonna need you to calm
Let
down.
me see your socks.
I'm not buying into it.
You don't think he
Not
can?
until I see it.
You don't think he comes back and wins?
No, not in the middle.
I mean, I think he'll win a race,
Yes,
sure.
100%.
But I don't think he's going to win all 6 like you think he's going to do.
Correct.
Okay, fine. He wins 4 out of the last 6.
I see. Winning
Zero
two-
chance.
Two of the 6.
Two.
Zero chance.
2 of the 6.
Oh god.
2 of the
here we
6.
go.
See, I like.
Are you gonna
Eric's the guy.
start down this Degan path next and tell me that Degan's gonna fucking beat him outdoors? Because I'm hanging up on you if you do.
What? Why would I ever think that
Okay,
Degan
thank you.
has
Thank you.
anything for Jet?
You haven't gone completely crazy in the last 2
Dude.
weeks. This is good to know. Thank you.
Degan is not even on the same planet as Jet, Tomac, or Sexton in outdoors.
I understand.
Agreed.
100%. 100%.
You're the one that brought Degan up. He's in your head.
I mean, yeah, dude, that guy lives in my head
I
rent
know
free
he
all the
does.
time
I
because he
know he
pays
does.
my bills. It's totally fine. It's no big deal. At least he's not a teenager anymore, so these people stop telling me like, "Oh, look at this old guy just hating on this kid from his parents' garage." Yeah. But anyway, back to Jet coming back and winning. very excited to see Jet win at least 4, if not all 6 of the last races in the season here, and Hunter go to go second place on those. So 1-2 Lawrence fucking podium here for the last 6 in Supercross. The crazy thing is that if Hunter's in that points race, dude, he could potentially win this title courtesy of his brother when he comes back.
My God.
Yeah.
What's in your drink?
Dude, a lot of Captain
Yes,
Morgan's,
I can
which,
tell.
by the way, Captain Morgan, sponsor us. I drink your stuff daily. I'm trying to get a Captain Morgan's and a meat sponsorship. That's what I need.
A meat sponsor.
Oh man.
Anyway, Eric, all right, so back to the Degan thing. Thoughts on, I know everyone's beat this dead horse, but we haven't gotten your thoughts on this. Thoughts on the Degan on Anstie crime from last week?
I didn't mean to put him down. Come on, dude, just own it.
Yeah.
Like, that was such BS. That was just because the crowd was booing him and he felt pressured to try and hide from it. But, like, if you're going to play, like, the persona that he plays, like, just own it. Just say, yeah, I cleaned him out. Like, I just can't respect that when you can't own it. Like, he literally turned right going into a left-hander because Anstie gave him all the room in the world and then slid his rear tire directly into his front tire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it
That's
was
exactly what I was about to say.
it was a textbook clean out. Like, it was 100% intent to do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hiding from that. So that, and the thing that annoys me about it is, like, I'm fine with aggressive racing, but, like, he didn't need to do that. Like, you didn't need to put him down on the ground. And he did the same thing with Juju and the same thing with Davies. It's just like, dude, anytime, I feel like sure, there's only 3 instances. There may be 4 now.
Bro, there's
But,
3
like,
there's 3 instances of you putting your own teammates down. I was highly surprised he didn't put Mosman down last night, to be honest with you.
Okay, yeah, so there's 4 instances then, and I'm just like, it just makes it feel like, okay, like, he's afraid of a battle, so he just puts them on the ground so that he can win.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, dude, like, just win straight up. Like, ride aggressive, that's great, make the block pass, but you don't have to put him on the ground every single time you pass him for the lead. It's just not a good look.
I think he was like a last minute, all right, I'm going to do this because I'm not very skilled on a bike, but I've done it for a while. I know when I need to slide my ass end up and get into somebody. He landed and went, I think I'm going to slide my ass into him. And just slid it
I mean,
right in.
I've done it before. People
100%.
piss me
We
off on the
all
track.
have. I can't count how many times I've slid my ass into somebody just so they know, hey, step back a little bit, or if I wanted to, I could get you down. He 100%, I think, was gonna cut in. Anstie gave him plenty of room, and then he went, and then he just did it for funsies, and just hit his front wheel with his ass end and looked back like, haha. He did the same thing to Mosman this week too. He slid it and he looked back right away. He was like, "Oh my God, did I knock him down again?"
Yeah.
Like he knew, shit, I did it again for the 3rd time against the teammate.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, dude.
So that's my position on that.
I mean, yeah, I think you're the same as all of it.
It's just lame. Like, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. And again, I've gotten so much shit this week for being soft about it and everything. And I'm just like,
Oh, I got the same thing in a comment section. I was like, dude, I've made 1 million block passes, but, like, they have to deserve it. And also, you can make a block pass without putting them on the ground.
yeah. And I mean, dude, it's very clear that he pulled up for him. And then my thing too is like, okay, if that was, say, Denver or whatever, right? We're in the final rounds. Okay, fine, no problem. It's round fucking 2, dude.
Yep.
It's round fucking 2. And then I like how there's this not really rumor truth floating around out there that it was interesting at the film session this week between him and Anstie, which doesn't surprise me at all because I'm sure Anstie didn't keep his mouth shut. And then everybody's like, oh, no, nothing. Then Mosman's like, yeah, man, I'm just Switzerland over here. I'm just neutral, just riding my races.
Yeah.
It was interesting film session, though. And I'm like, yeah, I bet it was. So
Anstie's a 33-year-old guy who's been doing it for a while.
I can't believe he didn't blast him this week. I'd have fucking blasted him.
He might have.
Yeah, well, he didn't have the start to in the main event.
Yeah, the main event he didn't, but in the heat race, I thought for sure, and especially when he got that start. I don't care, dude. I'd have met him. I'd have met him at the end of the corner. I'd have met him at the end, and I'd have been like, "Do the shit again, asshole."
You can't do that to the Golden Kid.
Fuck him.
He's
I
the Golden
feel
Kid.
like Anthony.
You say fuck him, but Ansie's getting paid, and if he fucks Degan, he's in trouble. Like,
look, we can put a GoFundMe together.
Anstie needs that ride more than you need Anstie to have that ride.
I'm sure we can put a GoFundMe together and get him a ride for the next 2 years here. I think it'll happen.
I think Anstie was waiting for the main. I think he was waiting for when it mattered. I think he was like, yeah, I could do this right now, but I'm going to wait for when it counts.
I mean,
that's what I was thinking. But then he blew the start.
Yeah.
So.
But so we think it'll still happen at some point.
Oh, if I'm Anstie, 100%.
Oh man.
Well, I mean,
every single time I see him on the track, I'm gonna clean him out. Like,
I think he waits. I think he waits.
If I was Anstie, I would do it every single main event.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I know, but I would.
I don't know.
It's why you don't have a factory ride at Star.
Yeah.
This is why we are here.
This is why our fat asses are here and we're not on the track. Because, yes, I would love to be able to hit every rider that's ever crashed into me. Would love to be able to do it. He's getting paid millions of dollars to not do that. Hold it out. And like you said, Denver, you're within a couple, 3, 4, 5 points. Yeah, he's going to hit them. And at that point, it's like, championship, perfect. I'll take it. To kick me off the team, fine me, take away my shit. I don't care. I'm winning a championship, and if I got to knock Degan down to do it, I'm going to do it. And Anstie will. 100% Anstie will knock down Degan if it comes down to it. He doesn't need to do it in A2 at around 6 away from the championship.
Yeah. The other person that I think is... Well, I think... Here's the funny thing. We've talked about this at end, but, of course, now we've got Eric on the phone to talk about it. Dude, the list of people in the West Coast division that are like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just head on this guy is very long. Ryder D, Anstie, Kitchen, McAdoo. Anybody? I don't know, Eric. Did you catch this last week at the San Diego presser when they asked McAdoo about Degan cross jumping him, and his response was, "I'm just happy I'm okay and moving on." And I'm like, oh, he's so not happy about that.
Yeah.
That was a sketchy moment.
Look, I gave Deegs the benefit of the doubt on that one. I said, look, he just got a little cross-rutted going up that face and went farther left than he anticipated.
I don't think that was intentional.
I don't think so either. But McAdoo's
I don't think
not
he's
pumped
that
on it.
much of a dickhead. Well, yeah, of course you're not going to be pumped on it. But, like, that was definitely not intentional.
No. But
he definitely wanted to move over on him because he went into the corner. He was on the outside. He jumps to the middle. Then he gets pulled to the far inside. So he didn't want to get over, but he put himself in a place that any sort of mistake put him in that position. So, like, he could have stayed on that right side and then gave plenty of room for everybody. But once he jumps in the middle for that rhythm section. Then it does pull him left into McAdoo.
Yeah.
Dude, what's going on with Kitchen, man?
Dude,
I'm so upset
I
about
don't
that.
know.
Is he ever gonna get a start?
A start?
Well, he gets the start, and then he just ends up on the ground.
He slides out or tips over, or bumps
Does
into
anybody?
somebody.
Do we know why he DNF'd? Like, why did he not keep riding?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything either. Does anybody know why Hymas? Did he?
He
crash?
was holding.
Hymas
he
was holding
crashed.
his arm.
He crashed in the first turn. I think 57, like high-sided into him, and he came down and.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, he was holding his arm kind of funny
Yeah.
and then pulled right off. Like
I was on the
assuming it
road,
was
so I was watching on my phone on my dash, but obviously you can only see so much. So
very safe up here in the polar vortex.
it was fine, dude. It was snowing. It was no big deal.
Negative 15.
I got
wind,
four-wheel
whiteouts.
drive. We're cool.
Sweet. Anyways, but yeah, he was holding his wrist or shoulder. I don't know. I'm assuming it was some sort of wrist shoulder kind of thing. I haven't heard from Kitchen side or Hymas' side, so I don't know.
Kitchen's probably on suicide watch too. Eric, you should call him and see if he's okay. You should check in on your friend there too. Be like, hey bud, you all right? You need me to come over?
Yeah,
Like,
I
Jesus.
mean, to have 3 good starts and end up on the ground in the first corner, especially the last two, like just totally on his own, is like, what is going on?
Yeah, because he's fast as fuck.
Oh, his speed is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
He's got speed for Deegs.
I think he might be the fastest guy in the West.
He's so
If he
fucking.
can stay up.
He's so fucking fast.
Yes.
He can nose bonk a 3 and do a front flip.
Yeah.
All right. That's how.
That was crazy.
I rewound that. The wife was with me last night. I rewound that and I was like, he just did a fucking front flip. Watch this. And she was
Yep.
like, holy shit. Like, I could not believe he did a full front flip in the bars. Like, almost like a, what did they used to call that? Like a lazy boy front flip or
Yeah,
something like
lazy
that. Like, Travis Pastrana would be should have been so proud of that. He should repost it and be like, yo, bro, come up to Pastrana land. We'll really teach you
Yeah,
some
we'll get you to land
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Because, like, that
Yeah.
was insanity. But, yeah, I don't know. Wild.
Something I want to touch on.
Yep.
Prado, that was
Oh,
an
yeah?
impressive turnaround. I saw he got a crap start again, and I was like, all right, like, this is your time to, like, prove to everyone that you can come from the back. Because in the GPs,
Mm-hmm.
if he would hole shot, it was almost guaranteed that he was winning the moto. But if he did not, if he started outside the top 5, he was finishing anywhere between 7th, 8th, 9th. And it was just like, what are you doing? You won the first moto by 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, just past these dudes. Like, what? And so it was just like, and then the same thing happened last weekend. Got a crap start and just went backwards. And I was like, all right, so he's got to prove that he can, come through the pack. And he did a great job of that because I think he was like 14th at one point.
What did Prado end up getting? Like
So,
Seventh.
seventh?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
so Eric, I see what you're saying, like coming up through the pack a little bit, but start to think about the guys who were in front of him that ended up not being in front of him. So like Webb went down, Plessinger pulled off.
Webb's still beating him.
No, Webb
I
was
understand,
fifth.
but
Oh.
what I'm saying is like they were in that group of 5 guys or whatever it was that was
Yeah.
a pretty sweet battle, but 2 of them kind of dropped out. I think it was Plessinger and I can't even think of it. There was another guy that kind of like bombed 4 spots.
Justin Cooper.
Maybe it was Cooper. I don't know. I have to.
Oh, Malcolm Stewart.
Stewart, that's it.
Yeah.
Stewart was up in 5th or 6th, and then finished I think 12th or something. Like, so it's not that I don't think that Prado was hammering through these guys. He went through Stewart, who's racing with a broken shoulder, and then Plessinger, who did a kitchen halfway near on that triple before thing.
No. He just
Yeah.
he just
Jumped
ghost
off
road,
it. But
ghost road.
I mean, that
the
was
win.
Yeah.
that was a hell of a crash, and adrenaline gets you going. And then after 12 minutes of riding your motorcycle, you're like, you know what? I am pretty damn sore. And so I'm not as impressed with Prado because I think he should have finished 9th or 10th instead of 7th. It does look a lot better on that final sheet, but once you realize Plessinger was ahead of him, pulled off the track, Stewart was ahead of him, and then essentially lost 5 spots. It's not as impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he was only 1/10 off Stewart's best lap.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
But I think Stewart's riding at 85%, 80%. You know what I mean? Like,
something like that.
Yeah.
so
it's
I mean, he's
full.
not going as. I mean, I like Stewart a lot, but he can't physically ride as fast as he wants to. I think he could have been a top 5 guy, but after that crash, week 1, like,
Yeah.
he's just hoping to keep it together for points. I don't know what he's doing. So
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Eric. Anything else you want to talk about?
Just shout out to RJ getting his first top 10, and also to the Solitaire Yamaha team.
Gear looking sick for Solitaire Yamaha.
Yep, we
Yep.
got some good TV time last night. I was
Yep.
stoked on that.
Yep.
Yeah, so things have been good. It's been nice to see our stuff back out there on the big screen.
I'm excited about it.
I like the Alias stuff.
Yeah, I gotta blow Eric a little bit here. Their fucking retro T-shirts that they got going on are the shit. I am literally sitting here anxiously awaiting for my new package to show up with my next couple retro T-shirts here, because I wear the first one he sent me. I wear it for like days, and when I say days, I get off of work, I get to take kids soccer or something. That's what I throw on, because I only wear it for like 2 hours at a time, so I get a lot of days out of it. But bro, that is my favorite thing.
Eric, he hasn't shut up about this care package that he has coming. Hopefully, he's like, "Hey, I get this care package coming up in a couple of days."
very
Hey, I
excited,
got
dude.
this care package, and I was like, honestly, I don't know if I've ever met or talked to Eric, so I'm hoping you get your care package.
I have Alias gear that I still wear from when they sponsored Geico Honda in like 2015.
Yeah,
The blue, pink, and purple stuff.
I think I got a black and red Craig jersey from back in the day when he was on Alias, like 38 or whatever it was.
Sick.
Sick.
You don't got an old warehouse with some of that old gear like that
Oh
left,
man,
do you?
Dude.
he probably does
I'll
somewhere.
take all of it
Dude.
that fits me.
We don't.
Damn
You want
it.
to know what we did?
Oh no! If you tell me you burned it or something, I'm coming through this phone at you.
No.
Third world country. There's people wearing last year's
Alien.
Super Bowls and Alias jerseys.
There are people somewhere in the world wearing that stuff. I don't know where, but somewhere.
Tax write off, baby.
Yeah, he
Hell yeah.
took that shit right to Goodwill.
Yeah, charitable donations.
Yeah.
Send it out. All right, so
I
this
don't
is
remember how many sets we had, but we had a good amount, and I don't remember if we sold it dirt cheap or just gave it to this guy. I don't remember exactly what we did. It was so long ago. But yeah,
Well, I'm sad.
it was probably like 100 sets, I feel like.
Well, I'm sad about that, because
Oh,
if I'd have known you
man.
back then, I'd have been like, bro, whatever you don't
And I was
want,
just
it
like,
fits.
damn, we should have hung on to some of that stuff.
Yes,
It
because
would
I
have been cool to keep some of that stuff, especially now. And it's like now I look and I'm like, dude, I have a set of RJ's gear that he won the MXGP in.
Okay.
And then I've got Tomac's first championship jersey from like the first year Alias existed. And that's it.
Nice. Super cool.
And I'm just like, damn, I wish I had more stuff.
you say that, but then you gotta transport all this stuff around. Like I had a
Yeah,
bunch of
no,
shit,
I
like
know.
jerseys and gloves and fenders and all that, and then I'm like, what? I am a 30-year-old plus man carrying around all this stuff, and I was like, so I started giving it away, donating it for like causes or someone crashes or
Yeah.
whatever else, or USA stuff. Like, just I don't need it, but now again,
Yeah.
I've now accumulated again in the last couple of years another 5 to 10 jerseys.
Well, we
just
appreciate
random
your
guys.
donation for the studio.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Oh my God! In my hand, I had it. I was gonna bring it to you. That's how you're getting your million views. I was gonna bring you the Degan water bottle. It was gonna be yours. Next time I come on, it will be yours. It'll
Bro.
you can put it right here.
I'm
You
getting-
can put your Captain Coke in it and drink out of it.
No way. I'm getting a case. I'm putting it in the case. I'm bringing it to some route, probably Redbud where he's at,
There
and
you
I'm
go.
going to have him fucking sign it.
Perfect.
Dude.
I
hope he
promise I will
doesn't
bring
sign
it
it.
in. I will bring it. Yeah, he'll sign it. It was he put his mouth on it. It is his. He gave it to me.
I'm
My
definitely
kids
not
at Iron
putting that
Man.
in my mouth.
You liar.
But I will have him sign. I'll put it in the case, take it to Redbud, have him sign it.
And then boom, you sell it, $1 million. You get all. You can fix all this
I
up. you're
don't
ready
think
to go.
we're getting $1 million out of it. However, it will be awesome.
There's some crazy people.
It'll be awesome to have him sign it, get a picture with him. I'm blowing the picture up, putting it on the back wall here, framed, so that when everybody's like, "You're just a hater," I'll point right to the picture and be like, "Yeah, does he take pictures with haters? Apparently he does." So F everybody.
You pay enough money, you go get a picture with
I'm
them.
very excited. I'm not paying any money. Now, look, I may not be
You
in
get
the
a pit pass.
I may not be in the best graces with that team because I took a video of the motor out of that bike and they weren't happy about that. They told me to delete it, which I didn't. So whatever, but it's fine. It's no big deal. It's not a problem. So anyway, Eric, thanks for coming on, bud. Appreciate it.
Good
Thank
talking
you guys
with
for
you,
having
man.
me.
Good talking.
Yeah,
You as well.
we will. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk to you next week here.
All right, sounds good.
All right, later, buddy.
So,
Eric from Alias MX, fantastic. Seth, yes, was his mic off or something? Is that why all of a sudden, like midway through that, I could actually like?
No, it was a little quieter.
Oh, you turned it up.
I could hear him fine. I think it would have been.
I mean, I could hear him okay. It's just all of a sudden he got real loud, and I was like, "Fuck, was his thing off
no,
again?"
It wasn't It was just quieter.
Okay,
And
so-
I was trying to listen to it. And I was like,
So you turned his mic up midway through that then.
yeah, I thought it was
Okay.
okay, and then it was like, maybe I should.
Okay, all right.
See,
I'm just
I thought I got real loud halfway through it too.
no.
I was like, I gotta start whispering.
I was gonna say it was one of those situations where I was like, dude, I hope his mic wasn't off because we did that the first show with Cole. Like the first 5 minutes, his mic wasn't on,
Okay.
so he's talking and you can kind of hear him
I can
because
caption it though.
yeah, because of the reverb and stuff. But then all of a sudden it was like, oh wait, now his mic's on. So, all right, so that was Eric from Alias MX. Again, Kirk Newman over here, brought to you by Eric's other company, Adept Creative Co., which we're going to do some cool shit, get some graphics for the bike.
Perfect.
Bike's going to have a new look there, so that'll be cool. Let's jump into the chat here. So, guys, if you are not a member, we have a members section. You can watch us record the stupidest motocross podcast on the internet live here. You can join for as little as 99 cents a month, so please do that. If you don't want to do that and you just want to help support the channel, completely free of charge, subscribe, hit that thumbs up there. We really appreciate it. But in the chat here with our members here, chat's getting oh man, there's a lot going on here. VG Sykes says, yo, what's up? David's in here. Are they starting early? Are they starting at 6:30? David, our new start time seems to be 6:30, even though we still technically are scheduled for 6. It seems to be 6:30. VG says probably 6:30. I'll be back. Dave says, took a break, and I'm back. We got 16 inches of snow here just north of Cincinnati. David, we probably have 2 effing feet here at this point between...
37 inches is what we got up in Grand Rapids in the last 10 days.
Really?
37.
Holy shit.
It sucked. So much snow.
It's a lot. VG says we got about 4 inches here in Richmond, Virginia. That's what she said.
I was like 4 inches. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a ton. That's a big, significant amount.
Dreadful says, what up, guys? What up, Dreadful? Sam Fisher says 3 guys that I think have a chance. Obviously, Tomac, Chase, but don't sleep on Hunter. You can't sleep on Hunter, especially when his brother comes back and wins the last 6 races. That'll be crazy. Dave says, oh, gosh, here comes the jet glazing from Travis. Travis has a million excuses for his butt buddy losing in
Who
Paris.
is that? I'm going to follow him.
His name is David.
David, I'm going to
Sparks.
follow you.
He is a member. He is fantastic.
Perfect.
Dude, me and him. So the other night, fun
Slurping
story
him
here on our Thirsty Thursday, right? So he's in all our stuff. Like, I love David. Now, David is a quadriplegic, paraplegic. He's in a wheelchair, right?
Okay.
I don't know if he's full quad or not because I think he still has some mobility. Fucking 900-pound square hay bale fell on him. Broke his shit all up when he was like 15, I think. If I'm wrong on that, David, I apologize. But I'm getting the gist of this, right?
Yes.
Hay bale fell on him at some point when he was younger. So the other night in our Thirsty Thursday, he gives me so much shit at this point about the Degan situation, about me fucking just hating Degan, all this stuff, right? And so I start saying something about like, oh, did you get a fresh set of knee pads for him? Is that what you did? And he goes, I can't even get on my knees. And I was like, dude, I'm dying laughing. I'm like, oh man, dude, I'm sorry. I hope I don't take anything too far. He's like, no, we talk shit to each other.
Yeah.
He's like, it would be disrespectful for you not to talk
Yeah.
shit to me and treat me differently.
Yes.
He's like, so I expect this. And I'm
Yes,
like,
yes.
all right, dude, fair enough.
There
That's
you
what
go.
that's what I like. Let's not be
I
soft
like
about
it.
shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so me and David give stuff back and forth to each other. And David, just so you know, I don't know if you've said this in the chat because there's still more chats, but I did get a fresh set of knee pads prepped and ready for when Jet comes back. So we're good. Travis needs to wipe the brown stuff off his nose. Dude, nobody's upset about licking a butthole, all right? It's fine. Eric hates Degan and is delusional, man, says David. David also says, I'm not going to lie, this dude is super hard to listen to. He sounds like a whiny little 5-year-old. Me or Eric? Jesus.
Hopefully he's not talking about me.
Hopefully he is.
Damn. I've not heard any hate on me yet so
and
far. That's good.
Dreadful says, but Eric's not wrong, though. Dave says, he is wrong because I've been watching racing for 15-plus years, and there's way more aggressive riding than that. David's turning into quite the Degan fanatic.
Okay.
So his knee pads must be working fine.
Perfect.
That he can't use.
Just wheels over there and gets her done. Perfect.
Hey, buddy. David would suck on the water bottle that Degan used.
There you go. See, that's a guy to sell it to right there.
there we go. David, $1 million.
All right, how about this? $1 a drink. You can fill it up
there
and then
we
just
go.
charge people to drink out of it.
I don't want to think about that. Oh, God.
You could even hold it if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, God, Jesus. Sam Fisher, thank you for the $2 donation, as well as being a member, and said, agreed, he ain't wrong. And Dave says, now all they talk about is taking out Degan, so it's super hypocritical. Yes, we do. Sam says, yeah, true, but I guess it's because they're tired of his shenanigans. I am a bit. Dave says, yeah, but he has never T-boned anyone, yet that's what they're telling them they should do, so it's pretty sad. David, in all fairness...
I haven't said that anybody should take out anybody.
Don't waffle. Don't be soft.
I didn't say that.
Don't be soft. I know you can't say this officially because you're an AMA official, so you cannot.
I don't want
legally
anybody to
speak
take
about
anybody out. But if I'm Anstie, I do go.
I owe you one.
It's just like baseball. You hit me, guess what? I'm coming back. I'm getting you later. I'm not saying take them out, but bump them at the practice track. Knock them out. I don't care.
And I don't really have a great recollection, but Degan on Shimoda in Vegas.
Yeah,
he didn't T-bone him at any point because I feel like we got close if we didn't. Whether we did or not, I don't know. But anyway, Sam says, I see your point. I think Vegas SMX put a sour taste in people's mouths.
Yes.
That definitely did.
Yes,
Dave
did.
says, I agree, but look at Vegas. It's exactly what they want from this. What else could Degan do to win? He got T-boned in St. Louis and had to get somebody between him and Shimoda. True. Kitchen and Shimoda were on a podcast called Jackson, and they said the exact same thing, that's what SMX is. Yeah, I got to watch that podcast because I think that's pretty good. I don't know who the heck those Jackson chain guys are or whatever, but they're obviously very involved with Moto. But let's see here.
I've had conversations with my brother. $500,000.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I'm knocking my brother down.
Yeah.
I'm probably knocking my wife down, my mom.
Yeah.
You for sure. Just anybody.
Sorry about your leg, brother. Here's $50K.
$50,000. Boom.
See ya.
Yeah.
They're basically just going back and forth. They're not really. They're really talking about this Degan thing. Jeffrey's on here. What's up, boys? What's up, Jeff? Yeah. Dave says he's a quadriplegic, but I have really good use of my arms. Okay, sweet. So
there you go. Perfect.
I couldn't remember. And it, like I said, 900-pound hate. Can you imagine that shit?
Nope.
Don't even want to. Don't even want to think about it. Oh, he had two 950-pound big square bales fall
Just
on him.
the one, he would have been fine. But that second
if
one.
it was only the one.
God
He'd
damn.
still had the. See, it was
It
one
was like,
for the legs,
I
one for
saved
the
it.
arms.
Oh, no, another one. Damn it.
Oh, sorry, David. We love you, man. We really appreciate you being a supporter of the show, man.
I was putting notes in my phone this week because I was coming on. I knew I was coming on. So and I had my buddy Kevin. He messaged me. He's like, "Hey, he's a big Degan lover. Like,
oh, he's a homer.
He would be David.
Did he get the Degan? You know what
he
we
would
should
be
do?
the knee pad guy with Degan if we let him.
You know, that's what we should do. Let's brand some Degan Danger Zone knee pads and sell them to these people.
Kevin would knee pad the shit out of Degan.
That's insanity, but okay.
And so he texted me. He's like, "Hey, you can be the deciding factor. I'm arguing with a buddy. Was it a dirty move that he did?" And I was like, "Not dirty, unwarranted, not needed. Yes."
I like Steve Mathis's term.
Gave him
greasy.
Greasy, sure. I say spicy a lot. Like
okay, that works too.
It's cool. I'm like, God, it's spicy out. And it's like when it's freezing cold, it doesn't matter. It's spicy, it's just stingy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it was a bad move. It's just he didn't have to do it. Like Anstie definitely pulled up. You could definitely tell. And I know this is 2 races ago now, and it's old news, but I don't think he needed to knock him down. But felt like I can knock him down for funsies. It's like he likes that stuff, and he likes it when he gets bumped too. Like he bitches about it, but he likes it.
I don't even think he complains about it.
Yeah, no, he likes that chaos kind of stuff. That's what they live at.
Yep.
Like him, his dad, they all have done that forever with Metal Militia and ghost riding bikes. Like that's the thing. That's their brand. That's what they like to do. They like to be chaotic, and that's cool. Fast as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Dude is fast. Unbelievably skilled on a bike. It's why he can slide and knock down another professional motorcycle rider with his ass end because he's that goddamn good on a bike.
Yep.
He just doesn't have to do that to be the guy.
Yes.
Like, he doesn't have to do that.
Yes.
That's what I don't like about him, is that he could just pass him, took off, won by 7 seconds, and it'd been no big deal. But he crashed into his own teammate, which he rides with every single week, and knocks him down, and then goes, What did I do? It's racing. And it's
Yep.
like, well, you could have just passed him and then whooped his ass.
Yep.
So
Anyway, okay, so let's move on here. Let's do our little run through here on the 450s, which we're going to speed through this because we talked about a whole bunch of this already with Eric. So 450 race recap brought to you by our friends at Gutterworks, always well hung, just like Justin Barsha, and hopefully we'll see him back soon after that gnarly A1. Were you at? Wait, did you go to A1? No,
did not.
Okay, gnarly A1 crash there. So. As we said with 450s, Chase Sexton wins. First race win for Kawasaki in the 450 class since 2022 with Anderson. Interesting to see. Great that he got one. Great that they got one. That Kawasaki got one. I'm still 50-50 on to how this is going to go the rest of the year because, again, that wholesale change and the way Chase is doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy at this point.
After the change, he won.
He didn't win last week.
He came from dead last to fourth.
He didn't win last week.
That's a win. In Kawasaki's book, in Chase's book, that's a win.
I don't think
22nd,
so. I bet if you asked Chase, that wasn't a win.
I bet you he would go, you know what? That bike was real fucking good. I felt real comfortable. I passed every single person except for the top 3, and I crashed in the gate.
Do you think they gave him the win bonus because he passed that many people?
Ooh, they should, but no,
they should,
did
but
not.
no, they didn't.
Okay, I'm not talking about the money. In his head, he goes, I crashed in the gate. I passed every single guy, got to 4th place.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that. This week, he started in the top 3, won.
I'll be honest.
He's fine.
Yesterday
He's fine.
did surprise me when he crashed in practice. I went, well, his night's ruined because that's how Chase is. He gets in his head, oh, man, I went down, whatever. Now, they said, funny thing, I was listening to an interview. They said that they factored with where he was on that lap and the speed he was going to be in the 58s
Yeah,
with
he's
that lap,
fast.
which was he's like, that's why I was so pissed because I knew it was a good lap.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, great ride for him.
Yep.
Cool, awesome, fantastic. Second place, Hunter Lawrence.
Yep.
He's taking a step, right?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah,
Mhm.
I talked about him last show.
Yeah.
I was like, he's the guy that I think is gonna get into the mix with the Chase, with the Tomac, with the Webb.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that's gonna get there, and I'm not the first person to say that, of course.
Yeah.
But Hunter is so skilled on a bike. He's so smart, so consistent, and he's gritty all the way to the end. He's Cooper Webb, but with a little bit more finesse, more style,
Yeah.
smoothness.
Yeah. He's, like I said, I think they're in trouble. And Hunter, in my opinion, is better when Jet's there because it's like a Tuesday and Jet can go faster than Hunter. And so he just chases Jet, just like he does all week, which is where I get to. If Jet does come back for the last 5 or 6, okay, maybe Jet doesn't win 5 or 6. However, as Jet gets to the front there and then Hunter's chasing him, it's a problem for everyone else.
Yeah.
So, because we saw this outdoors.
I
Starting
know
2
what you're
years
saying.
ago.
Yeah.
And again, there was a point there where it was like, oh man, Hunter's taking a step, but then after Jet exited, it was like, oh crap, like Hunter's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Where now I feel like Hunter's taking that step. So, Tomac third, and if you'd have told me Tomac was going to go 1-1-3 to start the year, I'd have been like, you're high. And here we are, and I think guys are in trouble.
Tomac looks very good on that bike.
He is like,
So
unless
good.
something starts to go in sideways, he is like 75% chance title winner, in my opinion.
As long as the bike stays together like it did not do for Sexton last year. Like if suspension issues happen.
But they have a new shock.
I understand that, but new is not necessarily always better, too.
Okay, but I know the problems they were having with that shock before.
Okay.
I know firsthand from not only talking to privateer guys that run that, but talking to factory guys that run that.
Yeah.
I know the problems they were having. Those issues were real. I was very nervous coming into the season here that, dude, if anybody's going to blow shocks out in the middle of a main event, it's Eli Tomac. When he won A1, I was like, huh, that's weird. And then I find out, oh, they have a brand new shock because they went to WP and said, hey, because I guess all three guys last year, or both guys, whatever, all three, whatever it was, were all on different shocks.
Yeah.
And so they went to WP and they were like, hey, the guys like this and this and this and this, and we're having
Build a
this issue.
Frankenstein one.
So build one. And that's what WP did, but they only had 3 for the first round, which is why the Husky guys have still been struggling from what I understand. And now the Husky guys have that shock also.
Okay.
So now it's like, okay, they all have it. And obviously we've seen what the KTM boys can do with it. So I don't know. I think it's trending in the right direction here. And like I said, Tomac, 75%.
That he's going to win it?
He's won titles before. He knows how to
yes, for
manage.
sure.
And now he's
Yeah.
got, I mean, yeah, he's only got like 8 points over Hunter or something
Yeah.
right now. But you figure the biggest competitors, Chase, Cooper Webb, he's got 13 on Chase and 24 on Webb.
Yes.
3 rounds in.
Yes.
And I know you could get some big swings. Yeah, if he
Yep.
gets a 7th and Webb wins or something, yeah, that's a big swing.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely don't count out Hunter, and I definitely don't count out Chase. 24 after 3 is a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm not saying he's out of it, and I'm not pushing the panic button like
I didn't
you
push
were.
the panic
You
button
brought
for
it
him.
out,
It's
and you
out of the
had
drawer.
you
It's
had
just
your
here.
hand
Look,
hovering
dude,
it.
it's just here. I'm
Yeah.
just polishing it a little bit. We're
Yes,
good.
if he gets 7th this week and Tomac wins, you're probably pushing
Yeah, I'm
that
pushing
pretty
it next
hard.
weekend.
So, and I'm sure he is too. I mean, that's a lot. A full race down, but
Mm-hmm.
13 points, 8 points, like, and if you ask Sexton at the end of the after round 3, you went 8, 4, 1. Would you be happy? You'd be like, oh hell no. Well, of course not. But if I said you got 8th, but you crashed 4 times, then you got 4th and you crashed into the gate on the start after being the fastest in qualifying week 1 and week 2,
Yep.
and then you won pretty handedly, easily. I mean, I had 3 to 5 seconds is pretty easily.
Yeah.
In week 3, how are you feeling? He's like, all right, we're trending in the right direction. 8-4-1, let's go on a run.
Yep. Jason Anderson had a great run for
Yep.
4th there.
Yes, he did.
Faded a little bit, but he openly admitted in the press conference, he was like, look, he's like, I know I don't got that speed to go that fast the entire 20 minutes, which I think is a lot for Jason Anderson to say, to be like, hey, I know where I'm at in my career.
Yep.
I don't have that speed, but it was fun to be back up there.
Yep, for
so he's pumped on Yellow Rain.
Yeah.
So Paul Webb, like I said, 5th place. Panic button's not being pushed, but it's just here. We're just here.
Did you see all the vital pictures of him like sitting?
Oh yeah,
sitting on the thing, just staring,
I
just
saw him on
angrily?
the broadcast, just
Yeah.
sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, that ain't a good thing.
Yeah.
That ain't a good thing." He's not pumped. In fact, that's going to be our thumbnail for this video here.
Just
when
him
we cut the
sitting on the
450
thing?
section.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a picture from, I think, Vital. Shout out Michael Lindsay there, of him sitting there with just this look on his face. So, Savachi continuing to kill it here, 6th place finish, and moved forward. That's good.
Do you remember last one? We were talking about all the people that were going to be good. And I was like, Savachi will beat Degan and blah, blah, blah. And we were talking about off-season races. And you looked at me like I had 7 heads and like a dumbass. Savachi is very good on the bike. Super underrated.
Yes.
I don't really know him as a person. Seems like an all right guy anytime I have talked to him. Damn good on the bike. Very, very underrated. He probably is the most underrated guy in the 450s.
Yep.
And it has to be.
Yeah.
He can start 12th like he did and get up to 6th. He was passing through people. He was on one of my fantasy teams, so I was watching. But last week he started 5th and finished 5th.
Yeah.
Like, he has the speed to be up there. He's not Hunter, he's not Chase, he's not Eli.
He doesn't have a factory bike either.
Yeah, but the quad lock is pretty good.
good.
But he's ahead of that next group, the Barsha, the Ferrandises, the Plessingers, Stewarts. He's there at that top of it. Very impressed ride.
Prado 7th, again, good ride, bad start, moved forward, which was a way better look than last week, where he kind of just like faded a few spots. So, man, he's impressive. Have you seen that video floating around of that sand line he had in practice? So, you know, they had that big bump on the inside, that big like roller. He like almost like skipped off one of the little ones before it and like jumped up on top of it or something. Like, it was gnarly. super.
Those
That-
guys could do some pretty cool shit.
The
every once in
MXGP
a while.
sand
You know what I
skills
mean?
came
Yeah.
through there, dude.
Yeah,
So he's again wildly impressive. This is right where I thought he'd slot in there.
7 to 12.
7 to 12.
Yep.
Yeah. So Ken Roxon, subpar night for him. Bad start, came through 8th place. Battle to the death there with Prado, Savachi, Webb, Hampshire. There was a whole gaggle of them there.
He was last by 8 seconds.
Yeah.
He
He rode his ass off.
Kenny's been
Yeah.
on fire this year. Like what, 2 podiums in the first 2 rounds, and then now this one. Like
Yeah.
he's a top 3, top 5 guy. He is in that group with Sexton, Tomac, and Hunter. For me,
Hampshire 9th place. He's
Very
just
impressive,
building.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's just building. He went outdoors on a 450 last year.
Yep.
Didn't get to test at all.
Yep,
Like, I know he did not get to test.
Yep.
He literally just
got put on it.
got on a 450 2 days before Paula and was like, "Yep, we're cool,"
Yeah.
and just rode. He then didn't get to test this one either.
Yeah,
So
I like RJ. Like I've had a couple conversations with him.
Great guy.
He's a hell of a dude. Did you see his gear with his? It was his birthday, so
Yeah.
he had his kid draw pictures on it and it was sublimated on there. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I like that.
Yep. And he said, he's like, "Look, don't start judging me till Daytona."
Yeah, yeah,
So
for sure.
okay, cool.
Yep, he'll be good.
But again, I think this is fine. I mean, rookie 450 guy. Justin Cooper, this is rough.
Yeah,
10th place, and like,
I thought he was gonna do pretty well this year.
yeah, and him and Webb. I mean, he's been low key good, but it's like he gets a terrible start in the main and
Yeah.
then rides through everybody. Like last week, I think he had the second fastest lap in the main.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you do that, no one really effing notices.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, he should be better. He should be up there battling in the top 5, but
Well,
they can't get off the gate, and this is why Star made him go back to the farm last week.
Well, I mean, he did the same thing last year, where it was the first half of the season. It was, 7, 10, 12, and then all of a sudden you're like, shit, Coop's on the,
Yeah.
Jay Coop's on the podium.
Yeah.
Always fastest. Like he will goes and figures it out, and I think the East Coast really helps him. Just with his riding style, everything breaks down. You
Yeah.
can find those weird jump lines. He's real smooth and technical. So when the track really breaks down, I think that's when Jay Coop shines a little bit.
Yep. Dylan Ferrandis, 11th. Okay.
Yep, there he is.
Ducati Power. Malcolm Stewart, like you said, broke his shoulder.
I feel bad for him, man.
Well, I do too. That was rough. Christian Craig, 13th. He's not stoked to be 13th. I will
No.
tell you that much
No.
right now. Marchbanks, 14th. Made the main. Not stoked about his night either, but at least he was there. The team's not putting any pressure on him. It's just pressure on himself. Justin Hill, 15th. Couldn't even told you anything about him. Colt Nichols, 16th. Again, couldn't have told you anything about him. Faulkner comes back, 17th. Right where I think he should be.
See, I think Faulkner's better than that. I think he's a 12th, 13, 14 guy.
I mean,
think he's
yeah.
3. I think he's 3 or 5 better than that. He was up in 12th and crashed in with probably Friese, to be honest. Knocked
get
him
to
down
him.
or something the first lap, and then went back. Was way in the back for a while, and then caught up. I think Faulkner's going to get in the top 10 by the end of the year.
Yeah. McElrath, 18th, just waiting for that mud race to get on the podium. Vince Friese, 19th. Mitchell Harrison, 20th. Ryan Brees, 21st. And Aaron Plessinger pulled off, obviously sore, 22nd after that gnarly crash. All right, let's talk about Vince Friese for a second here, dude. This is going to be an Armory reload rant here because, like, what the fuck, man? So, like, at what point does the AMA just say, dude, you're fucking done? Because, like, here's my thing. You've got all these on-track altercations, and here we go. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I can hear David telling me that I'm soft as puppy shit right now. I can hear it. But, like, okay, you have all these on-track altercations, which include last night, you absolutely destroying Mitchell Harrison for fucking 19th place. Like a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
And then you're fucking yelling at the AMA officials. And then after the race, Mitchell comes over to have fucking words with you. And you challenge him to a physical altercation, which Mitchell's not scared. So Mitchell naturally is like, all right, dude, goes under the tent, which you charge at him and then get slammed by him, and then try to coax him into coming closer so that you can kick him in the face. So, like, at what point does the AMA step in and just be like, dude, you're fucking done. We're pulling your fucking pro license. Like, this has been going on for years, and I'll give you all of the on-track stuff and say, okay, cool, fine, whatever. We'll let this go because it's great for TV. But now it's like, as much, God, here we go, and I'm gonna, oh, you fucking saw. But it's just like, okay, cool, but at a certain point, this has to stop. This isn't the UFC, bro. This isn't the UFC. And again, here you are, you're causing all this over 19th place. Let me tell you, I know the payout. There isn't a difference between 19th and 20th. They pay the same.
So that's my issue. And I'm not. I hope I don't come off as the soft guy either. But
well, we're getting there for sure in the comments.
No, I think the people in your comments are smart also. If this was, don't make that face. If this was for 10th, fuck it. It's for 10th. That's tens of thousands of dollars. 19th place, it's $40. Bro, please don't crash into me for $40. Like, I can see why Harrison is pissed. Like, I get it. As a Michigan guy, I like Mitchell. Yes, give me more Mitchell. I like, made the main for every week. LCQ, great dude, great kid, does all the stuff. Pretty shitty that he gets taken out right before the finish for 19th place. Like, Jesus Christ. Come on now. So, soft-wise, no. If they want to crash into each other and take each other out, I really don't care. Make it worth it. Like, 19th is not worth it. Like,
the only reason we saw it is because somebody got it on video on a cell phone.
It
Outside
wasn't,
of that, no one would give a shit.
Right. It's not on the broadcast. It's not this.
There's no way even... Well, he's not even on... Because I know with the MCR team, he used to have bonuses for certain positions
for
outside,
sure.
you know, not the norm, not the podium, top 5, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
It was like, oh, if you get top 12 or top 10 or whatever types. Yeah. There's no way you have a bonus to get 19th versus 20th. That ain't a fucking thing.
No.
No way.
No.
So, like, you're just being a douchebag now.
Correct.
Over nothing.
Yeah.
Over literally, like, it pays the same amount of points, too, doesn't it?
No, there's always points drops. I mean, that would make
Is it a point difference?
Yeah, it's a point difference.
Okay. I'll be
honest.
Because
I think, 22nd does get 0, right?
22nd gets 0.
Yeah. So he has to at least get 3 points. So there's a difference between 2 to 3 points. Like, he's getting 2 points or 3 points depending on 19th or 20th. He's getting points for 19th, and he's getting points for 20th. I'd bet it's 1 point difference. It makes no sense.
Look it up. Supercross points payout.
So you don't think the people in 19th get points?
I think they get points.
Yeah.
But
it's not a significant amount.
Supercross
2 or 3 points. Get the Kawasaki race.
Whoops. Sand section, over under bridge. Lingo. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So 1 point.
Yeah,
so
that's
three versus 2. Okay.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I said.
Like, I'll give you that, but like, dude, fuck.
I don't think you're talking to an AMA official.
I don't think we should pay points past 10th place.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That seems stupid.
Why?
Why not pay the 12th fastest guy in the world at a Supercross?
Why?
Points.
Do they pay the 12th fastest guy in Formula 1 points?
I don't care about Formula 1. I don't know. Do they?
Are we the pinnacle of off-road motorcycle racing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then we should do that.
Not pay the racers points.
Uh-huh.
So,
I want them to want to get in the top 10.
Right. I'd like to have 6-pack abs. I don't have them.
We can make this happen.
No, you can't.
I can
No.
I can help.
Call Coach
Rob
Rob.
can
You
help.
cannot help me. Trust me.
CompleteRacingSolutions.com.
That's a challenge, Rob. You get me 6-pack abs. Everybody should buy your stuff. But no, top 10. That's crazy.
That's what they pay in Formula 1.
Formula 1, I don't care about. I care about this sport. This is 10 times more dangerous than F1. Like, F1, phenomenal, like, entertainment-wise.
I'd be interested to know the death count in Formula 1 versus
motocross
and Supercross here, and on the pro level, because there's deaths in, like, the amateur side of motorsports racing, too.
Yeah, but they don't have amateur F1s, do they?
Yeah, there's open wheel stuff, open cockpit stuff like that too. Lower leagues.
I guess I've seen that.
So yeah, so I'd be interested. But anyway,
Anyways, top 10. That's just silly
I
talk.
think it'd be way better.
I don't think you would make anything better. I think
think
you would
you'd win.
lose. I think you'd lose factory spots. I think you'd lose privateer
Why
spots.
would you lose factory
Because
spots?
they're not. Because some of those factory guys are not finished in the top 10.
Okay.
Malcolm Stewart, 12th. He's getting 0 points. He's
Great.
on a factory ride. He's getting paid millions of dollars. Has an FXR deal. All this other stuff. Like, if he's not getting points because he's 12th,
The guy getting 20th in Formula One is also probably making more money than
yes,
the top guys that is making more money
that's why
than Ken Roczen.
That's why
in Formula
That's
One.
why you need to pay these guys and these manufacturers and these brands and these sponsors these points.
Oh boy,
for
are we about to fix
15
the sport for the next 3 hours? Because
I don't think so. But yeah, you can't take away rides, and that's how you take away rides is only the top 10 get it, and then you are top heavy, and you're essentially only giving a shit about
so let me
5
ask you
riders.
this: so you think the factories are going to go down to one rider because only
Yes.
the top 10? No way.
Why?
So
why would they put?
so if you only have
Why would they
if you-
split? Let's say they have whatever $10 million budget.
Yeah.
Why would they split that up between 3 people, or they could put all of the eggs in one basket and just give this guy everything he freaking needs instead of
because in our
spread it
sport,
around?
what happens when he gets hurt? So now, so then you don't have anybody.
It's already like that. So you're saying the second best guy or the third best guy on these teams that are here for the backups just in case the A guy gets hurt, that's finished in 12th, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So now all of a sudden he's going to automatically get into that top 10, top 5.
I'm not saying that, but I think it would make the racing way, way, way better.
No. Just because you pay less points doesn't make it better.
But think about it. Then as a factory team,
Yeah.
or as any team, you can do bonuses for if you score a point.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you are a mid-pack team, okay? Like, let's say you're Quad Lock Honda.
Yep.
Cool, dude. If you get in the top 10, or say 10 to 5th there, and score points, then now there's a bonus for that for those guys.
Do you think McElrath does not want to get top 10?
I mean,
Do you think he goes, I'm good with 4 points and I'm going to ride around in 18th? No, he wants to
I
finish
think
top
he
10. It's not
does.
going to make him ride any better or faster.
I think he does, but I don't know, man.
No, see that's like when these. All right, so this is my rant. So
Okay.
this is
the Armory Reload rant.
perfect.
dude.
So this is like when all these ex-pro guys tell us fat white amateurs to go faster to ride a motorcycle to make Lorettas. Bitch, you're a professional athlete. I'm a athlete. I'm a fat 9-to-5 desk guy.
Yeah.
I'm not ever going to be on your level. I'd love to go to your level and race that fast. I can't physically do that.
Yeah.
I can't race as fast as those guys, and McElrath can't race as fast as Sexton. He wants to. He would love to. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
If you ask McElrath, who would you like to be as one of the fastest guys on the planet? He'd go, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Can you do it? No, he eats Tylenol like candy because he's so old and sore. I guarantee it. He's old. Like all of those guys, like they can't. It's not gonna make it a better race because you're paying top 10. I'm not saying you got to pay back to 25th. Like let's pay the top 4 in the LCQ. Like I don't need to get crazy, but if you make the main event of a professional event, you should get rewarded for that by getting 1 point. I already think it's kind of bullshit that 22nd doesn't get a point. Like, come on. You made a professional main event. That's fucking impressive. Give me a point. Give me a point.
But okay, so here's a counter argument to that, right?
Okay.
Do we really give a shit once we get past podium, results wise?
Certain people do.
Yeah.
Fans, big fans do. I care who got 12th and 11th and 18th
Who
and
got 12th
15th.
last weekend?
Oh, I don't know.
Who got 10th last weekend?
Again.
My point exactly.
okay,
If they scored points,
you just
if
asked
they
me-
scored points in the top 10 there, then it would be a big deal. But it's not.
No.
No one gives a shit.
No.
No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit that if someone finished outside of points last week.
Because no one finished outside of points last week.
Well, of course no one did because we pay points.
Perfect.
Let me go back and look here.
I think that's silly.
No, man. No, it's
That-
not. It's not silly.
You've said some stupid shit on this.
I mean,
podcast.
you could say it's a nano extreme painful take, but it's not.
that's pretty painful.
Okay, so let me list out the guys last week. If we only paid points to the top 10, who wouldn't have got points?
Okay.
Jason Anderson,
Yep.
RJ Hampshire, Jorge Prado.
That's 3 factory guys that get paid millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
We don't give a shit about them, right?
I didn't say we didn't give a shit.
Well, you do. You just said if you
But
don't
it
get
gives
a
a-
point, we don't give a
But
shit about you.
No. What I said is because everybody gets points right now, we don't care. You couldn't tell me that Malcolm Stewart got 10th place last week. Why? Because we're only focused basically on the podium. And we only really give a shit if you're a race winner.
All right, well then just give points to the winner then.
Like, we're
Top
stoked.
3, you get
Like,
points. Everyone
we're
else, fuck 'em.
stoked. No, here's what I want to do. I want to make it so that it's more exciting for because all of those top 22 dudes, we all know this. They're all fucking gnarly riders,
Yes,
dude.
they are.
They're all cool. But the problem is that you don't give a shit beyond the podium, basically, and I'm guilty of it too.
They do. You may not. Who cares what you think?
I bet if I ask, that's the problem.
You're gonna watch it if.
Yeah, it's a big deal if I fall and break my leg out here.
Okay,
And no
then,
one else cares.
then
'cause
why?
I'm a
Then why
fucking
have
nobody.
22 guys on the track? Then just have 10. Fuck it.
I mean, I think 20 would be fine.
Okay, fine. Why even have 20? If you're only gonna pay top 10, why even have the other people?
I don't
out
know. Why
there?
don't you call Formula One and ask them why they do it?
You keep bringing up Formula One. We're not Formula One. They
We are the pinnacle of off-road motorcycle
off-road,
racing.
which
they
is
are the
a
pinnacle.
fraction of F1.
Okay, they're the
We
pinnacle of
spend-
car racing.
They
Why do
spend
the Formula One guys
on
all come and
It's
say
because-
Supercross is
it's
the
because
gnarliest
it's-
motorsport?
It is gnarly. It's
Okay,
fucking
great.
crazy
Then
and
let's
awesome.
step it up. Let's get
By-
there, baby.
By taking the points away from riders who put their lives on the line,
You just got to make a change, brother.
man, this is one of the worst
No.
takes I think you've
This
ever
is
said.
not a nano extreme painful take. This is let's be
extreme
let's
nano take.
let's be a pinnacle
You're
sport
gonna
here.
You're gonna have to put a poll up. Do you do polls? Do poll on your thing because this is silly. Like
This isn't silly.
There's
This isn't silly.
you are in the minority on this. I guarantee
Let me
it.
ask you this: if you ran a business,
Yes.
okay, and someone ran the same business, doing better than you,
Yeah.
do you look at what they're doing and go, "Huh, maybe we should do that," or do you look at that and go, "That's fucking stupid"?
No, I look at what they're doing is impressive. I wish I could do it, but I don't either have the budget or the people or the time or the materials.
Okay, this requires no budget, no people, no
Yes,
time.
it does.
This is a simple
You're
rule
just
change.
saying that it doesn't give a shit that Shane McElrath finishes 18th and his teammate is finished 6th. Shane
Okay,
McElrath
okay,
is a
fine,
big
fine. I'll
That's
give
what
it-
you're saying.
No, he's not a big piece of
you
shit.
think he's a big piece of shit?
No,
because he's not finishing the top 10.
No. Shane McElrath is
Yes.
just a what do they call it in Formula One? There,
Oh God, here's
a
this
rear
Formula One.
rear field or whatever the hell they call it, because they have like front runners, mid packs, whatever, and it changes. Here's the thing: they get different budgets. Year by year, they get different riders. It changes. It shuffles around. It makes things interesting. You have a dominant team, much like Honda would be at this point because of Jet and that. Cool. They're the dominant team. They may be the dynasty dominant team for the next 6 years. And then all of a sudden, Kawasaki gets their shit back together. Now they're a dynasty team. And then, oh, wait, now Star has signed 2 more dudes who are... they got Degan and somebody else, Cooper Webb, right? Okay, cool. Now they're turning into, they can challenge the dynasty Honda guy. Like, this is the kind of cool stuff that can happen by this. Now, okay, one more piece that makes this.
Okay.
Because we're not paying all the points and paying all this shit, we now have a true team, manufacturers, whatever purse, right? Where, okay, Honda wins the championship, they get $10 million from the series, whatever, however, wherever that money comes from there, the series or whatever, right? So they get $10 million. So now their budget's way higher. Then you have Quad Lock Honda gets 10th place in the series. Cool. Here's $1 million. Sweet. Now Quad Lock Honda's budget is $1 million more that year. And then next year, oh wait, the Solitaire guys get 10th place. Now
Can I
their
tell you,
budget is $1
Solitaire's
million.
they're not gonna have a team. They wouldn't have a team. Quad Lock wouldn't have a team.
I'll tell you what, we can pay 22 spots points in the 250 class,
Perfect. Sweet.
but they don't get a budget for manufacturers.
You would lose more than half of the riders in the 450 class if you did what you're talking
I
about.
don't think so. I think they're all still going to have 2 riders at least.
There's no way.
Why would they not?
Oh, okay, fine. Yes, Honda.
Especially if you have
Hold
a
on,
manufacturer's
listen,
point. If
listen.
you have a
Hey,
manufacturer's point thing, guess
listen.
what? You're actually going to
Okay,
create more
look at-
rides. Do you
no.
want to know why? Because you're going to have reserve guys who are training week in and week out,
they're not,
backup
they're not-
drivers,
they're not doing
backup
that.
riders.
They're not doing that.
Why? If you have a manufacturer's cup with it
because-
that pays money,
Yeah.
that pays money and make it legit. Not, hey, here's $500.
Mm-hmm.
You have a manufacturer's thing there.
Not gonna happen. Honda, yes, would get 2 people. Yamaha would get 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Kawasaki, KTM, those guys would have 2 people. So there's your 10. There's 5 big manufacturers plus Ducati, Beta, whatever else. So you got 14 top guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a quad lot.
24.
There's not a MRC. There's not a Partzilla. There's nothing else, and you're taking away so much money, so much riders, so much thing by doing this. I understand what you're saying.
I'll be honest. I'm not real concerned about that.
I know it's because you don't really care. You're a front runner and
it's
only want to
because-
slurp
it's
Jet
because
up.
it's
Oh
because
my
we should
God!
be an elite
You know what
sport.
we should do is we should clone Jet. Let Jet just ride by himself. Would
We
you
should-
like that?
We should be an elite
What about
sport.
this? Nobody races next weekend. You just let Jet race all by himself.
Jet's still hurt. He's weight bearing now, but he's still hurt.
Week 14.
Why can't we be
fuck
an elite?
everybody,
Why can't we be
only
an elite
Jet.
sport?
We don't bring enough money in. We don't have enough viewership. We don't have any of that. I love this fucking sport. Love
do
this
too.
sport. But it's not on F1's level. It's not on NASCAR's level. We get 1 million views, watchers.
Uh-huh.
They get 17 million.
Okay.
Like, there's a big discrepancy. I think you and I and everyone in your chat and the people that actually listen to this dumbass podcast go.
Stupidest motocross
Sorry,
podcast.
stupidest. I knew it was one
It's
of
all
the
right,
things.
It's fine.
Stupidest podcast ever is that they love the sport
Mhm.
and we think our sport is here, and it
Yeah.
is for us. But for Joe Schmo down the road, no, or across
we're
the
here,
pond.
And I
Nah.
want to go here.
I would love to do that,
Okay.
but by taking away rides and only paying out half the points is not the way to do it. Like,
Do you think the Partzilla guys are getting paid?
yes. They're doing it to make money.
You
They're-
think so?
Yes. If you call it Mitchell Harrison right now, I bet he's made more money in the last 2 years than the previous 3 or 5.
How
10
much do you
years.
think he's making
I don't know.
off the Partzilla team?
50 to 100 grand. 100 grand.
I'll
and
give
then,
you 50.
So 50
There's
grand.
no way he's making 100.
Well, I'm adding sponsorships and all this other stuff. Kawasaki contingency.
Maybe if he has personal sponsorships.
Yes, personal sponsorship, Kawasaki contingency. I bet he makes 100
I mean,
to
he's
150,000.
probably clearing 100 to 150 by
Correct.
going and doing the
Yes.
overseas races too.
Yes, but
But
he's
he's not-
probably making almost what he makes in those overseas races just for what he does here. Like, he busts his ass here to do those overseas races to get that $100,000 paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why they're doing those ones, is because they get a huge amount of money for doing 3 races instead of having to do 35 races or whatever the hell it is now over here.
Mm-hmm.
They're busting their ass here to make that happen. Yes, but if you, I honestly think that you would lose so many rides and so many sponsors and so many things if you took that away. I get what you're saying. You're trying to be this elite thing. We're not there. We're not gonna be there anytime soon, and I absolutely love this fucking sport. My kid's name is Race because I fucking love motorcycles so much. Wearing a ride shirt, a ride hat. I got motorcycle stuff. I love motorcycle stuff.
I understand.
It's not ever gonna be F1. It's not ever gonna be NASCAR. It's
Not with
gonna,
that attitude.
It's not going to be.
I love you, but I think you're too core. You're acting a little Justin-y right now. If you're being too core for me,
It's
probably
because this big ass headset I got on. I gotta wear a hat.
well,
'cause
we could
it's-
actually take those
Oh
off.
my
but
god, they're huge.
but you're being a little too core for me.
What do you mean? I want to grow the sport.
Okay,
By-
cool. Then
by-
we have to make some drastic changes.
I'm for drastic changes. And I
Apparently not, because you just told me that we cannot only pay 10 to 10 spots for points.
that's a
and we're gonna-
horrible change. Like, I'm all for a change if it makes sense. That one, for me at least, doesn't make necessarily sense.
I don't understand. Like I said, my thing is if there's a blueprint out there for something that works, a la the Formula One thing there, then you cut and paste that into what you're doing, and not all at once. We could do it slowly. Let's start with the points, and then let's start with in the 450 class. Let's make that the elite one, right? Okay. 250s. Joe Blow, fucking Greco can show up in his van in a 250 and try to qualify for the 250 class. Cool. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, dude.
Okay.
450s. There's 10 teams, 12 teams, 14 teams. 2 dudes each. There's there's a team point thing or whatever, so that you want to get guys in them. You're going to have then basically all the teams represented in the main event, right? And B, you want to score points in the main event to get into that points paying team championship type thing. In my mind, that works, makes us an elite sport. And then too, I think this just filters down to then you have to come up with some sort of more elite arena cross racing that has good points or good money behind it, that again, these guys can go make a living there riding, and anybody can show up there. Don't give a shit. That does not have to be arena cross, does not have to be elite. Let's get the Carnows and those guys in there honing skills / whatever, so that they're still making money riding motorcycles, and that's still a legitimate thing. But the peak, the pinnacle, the tip of the spear is 450 Supercross racing.
It already is.
It
There's nothing
is.
better than that.
It is.
In motocross, nothing is better than AMA Supercross.
Okay, cool.
It's the best.
Then let's make it slightly more elite than it already is.
God damn, I sure hope we do. But the way you're saying it is not. You just said 12 to 14 teams. There's not going to be 12 to 14 teams. You're losing.
Why, you just listed off 14 extra teams outside of the factories?
No, I listed 7 teams
You do
that
real-
legitly
You
have
do
a
realize
chance.
if everybody was healthy, there's 23 factory riders right now, not counting Beta.
Yeah, probably not.
And Triumph's only got one 450 dude.
And there you go.
So if you add in Triumph and then you add 2 from Beta, you basically have 24, 25 riders, which again, we could shave down to make a 20-man main event there. If you even wanted to do that, could go 15. Could go 15 dudes on the track. I don't think you'd see a difference.
You are going to lose so many sponsors, and that's how the sport gets money. That's how the riders get paid. That's how all that
What
stuff happens.
sponsors?
All of these smaller ones. Partzilla, your boy from Eric, Alias. Does he have any riders like on a factory team?
No, not yet.
Okay. I like Eric. Seems like a good guy. Just talked to him for the first time 2 hours ago. Sounds like a great guy. Seems smart. I've known of the Alias stuff for a while. If you didn't pay out all of the people's points and
Yeah.
Wageman or whoever's
money-
on, or
his
Schwartz or
his money's
whoever's
going
on
to go
this-
somewhere though. So it can go to
Maybe,
it can
but
go to the 250 class where it already is with the Solitaire
You just
team.
said they had no budget and they have no money. So why would you want to be in the 250 class? You're essentially just putting money
The
into a
250
thing.
class doesn't have to have no budget. The 250 class can just be more open and not necessarily
wouldn't put-
elite.
but you wouldn't need to pay that at all. Like I just I don't know.
You got to have support classes.
Well, I will say we're just talking hypotheticals, and this will never happen, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm currently drafting an email for Feld.
Yeah, they don't care about you.
They do. Trust
You
me.
think they do, but when it comes to this, they don't care about you.
I'm important.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
So anyway, all right. So that has been a longer than anticipated 450 race recap.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, yeah, brought to you by Gutterworks. So thanks to them, and we had a little Armory reload rant in there. So thanks for that.
And a nano extreme shit take.
And a Nano Extreme painful take.
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
Shit take.
All of it. We did all of it.
My take was shit.
Yes.
You're the idiot saying that the money's just going to disappear and not go anywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna disappear.
Huh. Anyway, all right. Let's jump into our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report here. And Complete Racing Solutions this month wants to highlight their CRS Performance Academy, which is now live. You can check it out at crsperformanceacademy.com. This is basically where you can get a certified program here from Complete Racing Solutions for physiology, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. And you can also be placed at one of their facilities once you graduate. If a student, here's the new guarantee: if a student finishes within a year, it's a 2-year program to do for the undergraduate program. If you finish within a year, you will get a 200% money back thing from Coach Rob to apply to their graduate level education, which is coming next year in 2027.
Nice, that's cool.
Yep. So like I said, make sure if you're interested in that, you're looking for a new career, you're a trainer or whatever already, background in moto as well as all sorts of fitness stuff, check out crsperformanceacademy.com for details, and don't bother applying if you're a pussy.
Perfect.
That's what Coach Rob tells me to say all the time. Okay. So couple things here in the halftime report. So the sad part is that I actually made some notes with some shit I was listening to the other day, wrote them on sticky notes, took them home with me to put in my notes, never put them in my notes on my phone. So they're just lost to oblivion. But I have another Armory Reload rant here.
Perfect.
Here's my rant. Why the hell, when you're booking a flight, if I fly, okay, let's say I'm a fly out Kalamazoo.
Okay.
I'm going to go to wherever, insert place.
Okay.
So I'm going from Kalamazoo to Detroit to the place. Why is that cheaper than if I book a 2-stop flight that they, like, it's their decision, right? So, like, for example, if I'm going to go to Orlando, most of the time I'm going to book the flight that's just because it's faster to go from Kalamazoo, Detroit, Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
They have an option that I can go from Kalamazoo to Detroit to Atlanta than to Orlando.
Yeah.
It's more fucking money. Why? Because I am taking a fucking detour in Atlanta, stopping in Atlanta for lunch because that's where you decided to land the plane. It costs me more money. I don't understand how this makes sense.
I'm not sure why you're ranting about that, because then just book the one that has
I mean,
one
I
less
do.
stop.
I do, but it doesn't make any sense to me because in my mind, my thing would be like, oh,
You're trying to save money by getting 4 stops instead of 2 stops?
Well, I'm just thinking like it's more of a hindrance than me just flying direct. So
Yes.
why is it more money? I don't understand.
Well, I'm assuming it has to do something with now there's more people and more planes and more companies.
But if you're
involved.
offering that, the plane can't be full, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wouldn't offer that option, period. So if that plane's not full and you need to fill that seat, then I don't understand why we wouldn't. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, Delta. Make it make sense.
Oof. So my brother-in-law is a pilot for Delta.
Oh, perfect. Can you ask him about this?
Sure, I'll ask him.
See if he can write a sternly worded email to the CEO and ask why.
My aunt and uncle both work for Delta. Like, so I got a lot of
Sweet.
people work for Delta.
What kind of cool deals do you get on
I get
flights?
0 cool deals.
Really?
I don't. My mother-in-law and father-in-law, they get hooked up, but
But they can't.
they're all standby and all that stuff. But
They can't push. Oh, I guess that's true.
yeah,
Never mind.
because
Anyway.
I mean, it's all just hey, here's an extra seat, and
Yeah.
there's not a lot of extra seats anymore. But they, honestly, I don't know why. And I mean, I fly a decent amount for all the treks and races we go to and stuff like that. But I fly out of Grand Rapids, so I got a lot of direct flights. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
happy about that. So like, you know, there's times that I go from Grand Rapids to Detroit down to somewhere else, and you know, there's been times that my brother and my dad will drive to Detroit, and I meet them in Detroit because I flew from Grand Rapids to Detroit. And then sometimes we go to Chicago, or I like to go to Denver. I like to stop over in Denver. They got a Capital One lounge that's top notch, and I very much enjoy that.
Top tier, baby.
Yes, so nice.
Wait, do you? So you fly Delta a lot then, or do you
No,
fly?
we fly whatever
Oh,
works
okay.
timing wise and all that. So
Got it.
last year I did I try to stay away from Spirit, but like I've done.
You don't want to flap the wings yourself, is what you're saying?
I've done Delta. I've done American. I've done United. I've done Southwest. It doesn't really matter to me. I've flown enough in my life that I don't really care. As long as I got an aisle seat, I'm pretty happy.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that's because I have a small bladder and a weak constitution, so I always got to pee.
No, I don't pee. I just want the extra like loungy
Just stick
leg
your
room.
you just stick your leg out there. You're the asshole. I trip over their legs, so I'm going to take a leak.
No, I'm not the asshole. I'm the one that puts my foot in. You walk by, and I put my foot directly back out. I am conscious of my surroundings, and I know what I'm doing. But of course, I don't like the middle, and I get too almost like claustrophobic and hot being in the window.
Oh yeah,
so
no
like,
chance.
Like it's not that I don't hardly ever get up to go to the bathroom. I flew to Europe last year and did not go to the bathroom one time. Like I just
Is that
don't.
a joke?
No,
What do you do with it?
I don't go.
Do you have a catheter?
No, I just
Do you just
don't
like
go.
pee in your mouth? Like
No,
what the fuck are
pee
you
in my
doing?
mouth. No, I just
don't
sit
know,
there
man.
like a normal person. I would say there's probably less people that don't go than go on a flight.
I think you're dehydrated, like
It might be.
chronically dehydrated.
I'm a big snacky guy on the plane.
I mean, I am too, but
love
when I snack, I
snacks.
drink, and
Well,
then
yeah,
when
I
that
don't,
happens,
I don't drink a ton, but
I mean, I don't either because I don't want to have to go to the bathroom too much.
yeah,
I'm very strategic.
So my dad goes to the bathroom a lot. That's because he's old. But like, I don't. My brother, I feel like doesn't. I don't. I just my brother's usually at the window. My dad's in the middle. I'm in the aisle. But we've been usually
Wait, so
bucking.
the guy that has to pee all the time, you put him all the way on the inside.
So we did switch this up a little bit. Now it's my brother at the window, usually empty spot. I'm in the aisle, and my dad's in the aisle, usually right across from
I
us.
think you're missing a big opportunity here. I think you could stack so many points from flying because you go to all these races that like you should really pick a carrier.
Right. You say that, except that we're pretty specific on the times that we like and don't like. So, like, let's say we pick Delta. They always fly out of Grand Rapids at 2 o'clock. Well, there's times that I can't go out at 2 o'clock, or my brother or my dad can't. So, to fly out at 2 o'clock doesn't necessarily make sense, but flying out at 6 o'clock does, and it's $175 cheaper for a flight to Houston. So, I could look on the thing right now. Delta's $439 for a flight, let's say, for Delta. Sweet. I'd love to fly Delta. I like Delta. But I also could fly on United for $179. I'm going to 100% do that compared to that. So for me, I do get points for hotels because I stay at Marriott's pretty much consecutively.
Good call.
So
that's
like,
what I think we're doing is the Bomboy program here too coming up.
yeah. So when I was traveling a lot for my previous job, like I stayed at Marriott's and got a pretty high privilege pretty quickly,
There
and
you go.
so I've been able to keep that, and it's nice. I get some perks for being a platinum member and all this other stuff, but for flights, I think it's just too sporadic. Like they're all over. Like you said, it's well, why do I got to pay more for stopping at 2 different places, and this place only leaves at this time, or that only leaves at that time, and I try not to take off a full day on Friday, or if I can, not a half a day, especially if I'm leaving from Grand Rapids. 8 minutes from my house. So if I can hop on that 5:37 flight and still work until 5 o'clock, I'm in.
There you go.
I have legitly left work at 5, been on a plane at 5:37,
That's where
and
people
I'm
give me
22
crap
minutes
all
from
the
my
time.
house. Oh yeah,
They're like, why you fly out Kalamazoo? It's so expensive. I'm like,
because
it's
right
there.
Yeah.
Like you don't understand. I could ride my bike over there and get on a plane.
There's been times that I've left my house when they're boarding and drove, parked my car, went through security, got on my plane. Like one of my first ones last year, I was coming back from, I think it was A1 last year, and I was getting there, and they're like, is Kirk Newman here? Because he please report to the gate. And one of my old racing buddies was coming off of a flight, and it's like, they're calling your name. I was like, yeah, I'll get there in a minute. Like, people park at my house. We take them there because we're so close. It's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, parking's $36 a car, so you save a lot. So, but to answer your question, I have no idea why the hell it would be more money to stop at 4 different places than 2 different places.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
I would
every
never
time
book that.
Every
So I
time I'm
wouldn't.
scrolling, I'm just
Yeah.
like, look, dude, like I like airports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, money.
Like so, and especially like now traveling with the wife and kid, I probably wouldn't book that just because having the kid, she's still young enough that having the kid in the airport's kind of like,
Yep.
ugh.
Yeah.
And then like the wife doesn't enjoy sitting around the airport like that. Me, I'm like, if I'm going somewhere like to a race or something by myself, I'm like, dude, I would book that if it was
does not care.
$200
Correct,
cheaper.
100%.
Because it's just like, all right, cool. I'll just kill the whole day. I'll be at this airport, then that airport. It'll be cool. I'll explore. I'll people watch, whatever, and it's fine. But they don't offer it, so I'm just like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah, a lot of there's a decent amount of AMA guys that only do West Coast stuff, only do East Coast stuff because of that reason, and they drive a lot of them. A lot of these guys are driving back and forth to save a little bit of money on the flights and stuff like that. For me, I don't mind flying on a plane, and I don't mind having to go to an airport and all that stuff, and it doesn't really affect me. I get my snacks and eat my snacks and listen to a podcast or watch a TV on my download some Netflix shows, and it's no problem.
If it's not a busy flight, and like, say I got the whole row where I can sit in the window, dude, I'll sleep.
Yeah,
I have zero issues sleeping on a plane.
I don't ever sleep on a plane.
Really?
I can't sleep on a plane.
Dude,
I don't
zero
pee. I don't
issues.
sleep. I just snack and drink.
I will literally like put my hood up,
Pops.
lean against that wall right there. I'm out.
Yeah, no.
I'm out.
I
Headphones in and everything.
Again, the flight that I had from Europe to back, well, it was technically Iceland, and to New York. Didn't sleep a lick. Like I just.
How many hours was that?
I don't know. 12, 14, 8,
Was it really
6.
that far?
I don't know. No,
I was
clue.
on a plane for a while.
I was flying for a while, but I can't sleep on a plane.
Wow. That's terrible.
And,
I still have a big goal to fly lay flat somewhere.
Ooh, see that maybe I could sleep on a plane where I of course didn't have that kind of baller money when I was going to Europe. It wasn't
Dude,
like
I don't have
hey,
that kind
lay
of
down
baller.
and
I keep telling the wife and the kid because they're like, let's go to Hawaii. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. The only way I'm flying to Hawaii is if I'm laying flat. And they're like, well, no, because we just fly to LA and that's only like 5 hours and like 6 hours. It's not that bad. I'm like, no, it's still bad.
It's still a long time.
Like a 5-hour flight is like my limit of like not laying flat. And I flew to Europe in high school.
Yeah.
I flew to Germany. It was 8.5 hours one way and 9.5 the other way.
Okay.
And look, man, we were not that kind of rich. So, and I don't even know if they had lay flats back then in first class.
Yeah.
And I sat in the back anyway.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, fucking sucks. That's a long time sitting in those seats. And I was 16 years old at the time, and it sucked. So I'm out on that now. At 37, whatever the fuck I am now, upper mid 30s there. I'm out on that.
Yeah, little baby.
Yeah, I'm like, so flying, if we're going to Hawaii, A, we're probably flying direct because I don't go to communist countries, so we cannot go to California. And B, I'm laying down and taking a fucking nap. And it ain't going to be in the fucking walkway on the airplane.
Yeah.
I'm laying the seat flat, which I told them, guess what? That is, at the cheapest I found, the cheapest was $4,500 a person. And there are times I look, and it is $10,000 a person round trip to go first class out of Kalamazoo to Kauai.
I would love to go to Hawaii, but I've never looked at a flight to there because of that reason.
I'll be honest, I'm super duper nervous. So I got a buddy I live pretty vicariously through. He's a pretty good friend. We used to ride all the time, street bike stuff or whatever. And he's in the Army, travels, whatever. If he ever hears this, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But he's been all over the place for study abroad. He's been all over the place for the Army. He travels with his wife a lot. They go a ton of places, right? He went to Hawaii, and he said, dude, it's awesome. Views are great. Beautiful place. He goes, but then you have this realization that you're on a fucking island in the middle of the ocean, and if something happens, where the fuck are you going to go? And, like, I think when he says that, and I know it's just out there, right? But then I think, have you ever seen the newer Godzilla movies?
No.
Like the first newer Godzilla movie they came out with? Well, Godzilla and this other fucking creature pop up on this fucking Hawaiian island.
Okay.
And it's just destroyed. And there's nowhere to fucking go.
So yes, I guess I would be scared to go to Hawaii if I knew a giant Godzilla monster would drop down on. I probably wouldn't do that.
There's just lots of shit with that. It's like they want to go to Jamaica too, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I'm looking at that kind of stuff now too. But it's like I don't necessarily mind traveling at all, and I like exploring new places. But there are some things like that for some reason at the age I'm at now, I'm like, oh man, like, dude.
I don't worry about that. Like, I got a friend, my friend Heather.
Well,
she's been to Hawaii 15 times, I feel like, and she fucking loves it. And I would love to go with her, and my wife wants to go, but I'm not nervous about a monster on the island that I
The
can't get
monster-
off of.
I'm not,
I know what you're saying. Like
I'm old
I
enough
wouldn't
to
think.
remember COVID.
Sweet. Yes, I remember. See, I feel like Hawaii would have been a pretty sweet spot for COVID.
To just be stuck forever?
Right.
Oh,
You're
no.
there. It's an isolated area. No one can come to you.
What happens when I run out of money?
Well, then you're in Hawaii. It's still fine. You
Then I'm just a homeless person in
drink
Hawaii.
coconut water and
Oh, yeah,
sit
that's
on
what
the
I'm going to
beach.
do. Yeah.
Eat leaves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Let's move on from my reload rant there. Okay, so something I want to talk about, because we talked about this, I think, last time you were on, were SMX venues and stuff, and they obviously announced the new ones.
Yep.
Thoughts on these? Are you doing all three?
I hope so. I mean, we won't know essentially. Like, I know what my Supercross schedule is, and then probably about halfway towards the Supercross schedule, I'll reach out and say what I would like to work for my motocross schedule, and then around that time, you start saying, "Hey, I want to be interested in this SMX." I'm gonna try to do all of them. I haven't missed one yet since they've had them, and I'll go to Columbus and I'll go to, wherever, Utah or wherever they're at.
No, they're Columbus,
Columbus,
L.A., somewhere
St. Louis?
No,
It's like
Columbus,
like
L.A., and
Branson
then
or
Branson,
something.
Missouri is the
Yeah.
final.
So I'm excited for Branson. I've always wanted to go there. Never been there.
I'm trying to get the family to go down there for like 3 or 4 days before it and explore it. So,
Yeah, I would like. Like, we do family trips on my wife's side, and I've asked to go to Branson 3 or 4 times, and it always gets voted something else. But no, Columbus is close enough. I want to go to Columbus.
Yep.
Even if I don't work it, I'll probably try to end up going. L.A. would be fine. I like L.A. I've been there a couple times.
You're brave
I would like
going
to
to
do that.
communist countries, sir.
Yeah,
You're real brave going
big,
to those
big
communist
strong guy.
countries.
I'm a big strong guy. And then
Do you carry a weapon when you go, or?
zero, just these right here.
Oh, that's
no,
not
a
great.
very strong weapon. But then yes, of course, I'd like to go to the finale of the SMX. I don't care if it's in Branson or Hawaii or fucking Vegas.
What was your first thought when they said the Branson thing and you actually found out what the venue was?
My first reaction to hearing of 3 places that don't have necessarily tracks or facilities or anything like that was, it's an interesting choice. But they do a lot of research on this stuff to figure out what is where and what's that. And I mean, there's a couple of these places that have never done any sort of event besides a concert of some sort.
You know what the Branson, Missouri one reminded me of?
What's that?
Edge of Summer.
Okay, all right.
Because do you remember that?
Yeah.
From back in the day
Yep.
there? Dude, I mean, that to me, when I look at it, when I hear about it, when I see, I'm like, this is Edge of Summer 2.0, but with everybody.
I think it's cool because you have like a blank slate almost at
Uh-huh.
all these. Where
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
I mean, we talked about this where it's like, you need to go somewhere that you can kind of do that.
They said they were going to 3 different places, and I'll tell you what, they released
They
this, and we
are-
talked about it, and we were like, well, bravo, golf clap on this. You guys did it.
Yes, I mean,
You
when
guys
they thought we
did
were
it.
going somewhere different, it was America's Dome at St. Louis, and I understand that, and like the Coliseum year one was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
like
like,
I
that
was
was
like,
cool.
oh, that was cool, but like probably expensive to get into, and
Oh,
of
yeah.
course we'd all like to get to Vegas and go to Allegiant or whatever it's called there, and there's some stadiums we want to get into, but like I love the idea that they went off the beaten path, trying
Way
something new.
off.
And are doing this. Like, everybody bitched and complained about the speedways. Or the strips. I didn't care. I thought they were okay. Not phenomenally great, but they had a structure and all that stuff. So now we can come in, bring our own structure, build our own track, figure it out, and worst case, it sucks. And then we go on to the next place.
My
So-
thing is, and we talked about this a little bit, me and the guys, when they released these, was, okay, how many of these amphitheaters like this exist in the country? Because there obviously has to be more.
Lots of them.
And so it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And when we talked about this originally of like places to go, it was like this stuff like this didn't
Yeah.
cross our mind. Soccer stadiums. How many of those are there? Because, and the thing with soccer stadiums is we didn't really think about it, but okay, their target, from what I understand, is 20 to 30,000 capacity. This is what I've heard. I don't know for sure. Don't come at me. Feld, please don't be mad at me because I'm just this is just hearsay that I've heard, but they're looking for 20 to 30,000 seat places. Essentially, is what I've heard.
For the SMXs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which to me, I'm like, and I think they were talking about because they were talking about like North Carolina there, how that only seated
Yeah.
like 20,
Yeah, there's
25,000.
not
They
a
were
lot of
like, yeah,
seating
this
there.
is what we're going for. Somewhere, some podcast somewhere. I'm pretty sure I heard them say that, right? But anyway, so I'm like, man, how many of these soccer stadiums exist? Because
Yeah.
do you know where there's a fucking soccer team? Because I fucking don't.
Grand Rapids is building one.
Are they?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's have an SMX there.
I am all in on that one. I will write a letter for that.
Brand new stadium.
Yes.
Let's go.
But so my suggestion was when we talked about it last time is to find some rich guy that had a bunch of land and we could just
Build a
build
track.
a shit.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's kind of sort of what we're doing, but with different corporations or businesses that are like, we have this space, let's do it.
Yeah.
And they've built
Well, I do
smaller
think-
tracks on. They've built tracks on smaller places.
I do think the Branson, Missouri one too is kind of tied into the Bass Pro Shop sponsorship there.
Yeah,
'cause it's
for
the
sure.
Bass
Yeah,
Pro
because
Shops,
it's
whatever.
is it their main base or something there or something?
Yeah, well, it's like I don't remember.
Yeah.
but it's something.
I
It's
thought their
tied- it's
headquarters
tied.
there.
Yeah, and
top
I think
store.
it's the Bass Pro Shops amphitheater
Yes,
thing
yes,
or
yes,
whatever.
yes.
So, which again, I think it's cool. I'm excited to go. Like I said, I'm trying to work the wife here and be like, hey, like let's go do a family thing or whatever. Because they, the one thing I always get from them, well, it's always because there's a race somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because I can write off some of it because I'm going.
Yeah, you're about to talk about it.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's like, but Branson, Missouri's got a ton of shit, and I'd love to go explore that. Like I said, go in 3-4 days early. We'll probably drive down to it. It's only 10 hours, so it's not
Yeah.
like it's that far. And yeah, go check that out and see what's up with it, and go check the race.
No, that'd be cool. I'm excited about it. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
done a ton of research on it, and when I talked to some people before it came out, I knew kind of sort of where some of these places were going to be, and I was like, all right, I've spent a decent amount of time in Ohio, and then I was like, Columbus, Ohio, where the fuck are you going to do this at? And then I'm like, but the 20 to 30,000 like spectators thing, that kind of sort of makes sense. I mean, like, because
Opens up a lot of places,
yeah,
man.
I mean, because if you're willing to go somewhere a little bit smaller capacity wise, there's a shit ton of those compared to these 50, 60,000 foot stadiums or, the big house. That'd be freaking cool. But
Be
you're
super
never
cool.
gonna fill
No.
up 100,000 person stadiums.
You
But
never,
like,
you never get in there in the fall
no,
anyway.
No, well, I'm just saying like something like
You
that.
go to a Supercross there though.
No, you couldn't.
Why?
It would be impossible to get, and two,
Why? There's nothing going on in the spring.
yeah, but you still have to rent the place out. There's no way they're gonna do it. But anyways, yeah, you can't go pie in the sky, huge monster things. But I like that they are willing to go a little bit smaller and trying to do different stuff.
Yeah, please
They
do.
got-
Please
they-
do more of this because there's more places I'd like to explore.
Yeah, they got. I mean, they got enough backlash from the whole strip stuff, and
Yeah.
that people hated that, and some of the riders did, and a
That's
lot of
just
the
because
people
they went
bitched and
too hard
moaned.
on it, right? Because
Yeah.
you went instead of just going like one. Like if they'd have just done North Carolina for a few years here, okay, fine. They'd have done Vegas for a couple of years after that, okay, fine. But when you have two of them, it's like, dude, can't do this.
It's what they knew and where they knew. Oh my God, every time you yawn, there was a comment in one of your videos that was like, why does this guy yawn
No
every
idea.
video? And
No idea. I know. I saw it
made
this
me
morning.
laugh because I was
There's
like,
no, I don't
this-
have any idea. As soon as the camera comes on, dude, I'm yawning. I could sit here for an hour, talk to you, not
Oh,
yawn
God.
once. We turn that camera on, I guarantee you I'll
Oh,
start
my
yawning.
God.
I don't know why, dude.
Every time I see a video and you yawn, that's all I think about.
There
this
was a
guy
while I
making
was
that comment.
self-conscious about it there, and then I'm kind of just like, dude, I don't
Whatever.
give a shit. I have no idea why it happens. I'm not tired. I'll sit here for the next 4 hours and continue to talk to you.
Yeah.
But like I said, and we'll turn that camera off. I won't yawn once. Like you watch.
That's funny.
As soon as that camera comes on, boom, we're yawning. So,
Right.
when do you think they go international with these SMX? Because that's gonna happen. I'll lay you big money that happens.
Like when? Like ever? Sure.
In the next 5 years,
No.
we're gonna go to Australia.
Yeah, not in the next 5 years,
wanna
I don't
bet?
think. Sure, we want to bet.
Travis Pastrana bet $1.
Perfect. I'm in. Yeah, the reason is just because the logistics is gonna be such a pain in the ass. Like one or twosies here or there. I understand they're building it. Australia has especially right now with the Lawrence brothers, they got and Reed in the past and so on and so forth. They got a lot of momentum. I get it, but That's a long ways to go for a SMX round.
But I think
It would have to be the finale. It would have to. I mean, like, it has to line up perfectly. 5 years, no. 10 years, I would say yes. 5 is tight, because you got to think a lot of these. We're probably at these three places at least for this year, next year.
I don't know, man, because Chicago was one and done. So
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
that's because I think they thought they were going to tear down Chicagoland because someone else bought it. It was supposed to do something else, and then it did not miraculously do that. But
I heard when we were at Chicago that they signed a multi-year deal there. Like when I was at that race, I talked to people who had talked to people that were like, yeah, they signed a multi-year deal for this. And I was like, sweet.
you could have asked me that, and I would have told you, no, this is a one and done.
Well, I wasn't talking to you on that level
I
at that
know,
point. So
I know. You could have talked to probably people that were living in Illinois and would have known that.
Well, you know what?
Everybody thought it was going to get torn down, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then it didn't. And I love Chicagoland. I thought that was the best SMX round we've had.
Yep.
You know, thought that track wise, spectator wise,
Yep.
pit wise, track wise, that's it. That's how we could have every single round. That'd be cool.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for him to try something different. I hope I get to go to them and work them and all that. And like, I'll request to do it, and hopefully I get to do it. I'm gonna miss my Charlotte barbecue, but I'm willing to go eat
man,
Columbus barbecue, I guess.
It'd be interesting when we get to go to Australia. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I think I think that is the one. That's the first international SMX race they're gonna do.
Australia, huh? They would
I
just
don't
go
have-
big right out the gate. Because I figured they would go to, you know, France or something like that. That we already kind of go over there for donations and stuff like that, and the
Nah.
Bercy stuff that we've done for
they're gonna go to
40
Australia,
years.
dude. They're gonna go to Australia.
I-
I've heard some rumbling stuff
I hope
talking
they
about
do.
it.
I hope they do.
So I'm just reading tea leaves here.
I hope they do, because
Me and
again,
Prater
I
are on
want this.
speaking terms. So
I want them to get bigger and better, and the sport to grow. And going to Australia would be a big jump. That'd be cool.
yeah. So all right. Anything else you want to talk about in halftime here? Anything moto related, non-moto related here that's not talking actual racing stuff here?
I will tell you the only reason, well, not the only, one of the reasons I was going to say I was going to be on the show. Hot Now. I stopped at Hot Now on the way here. I
okay.
am so freaking happy. I used to love those cheesy taters.
Okay.
So I stopped on the way. That's why I was 1 minute late.
Did
Got
it
some cheesy.
disappoint you?
I was perfectly happy with them. I knew they weren't going to be what it
You
was
just
when
go,
I was.
know it's gonna
Yeah,
suck.
when I knew it wasn't going to be the Hot Now from when I was 10.
Yeah.
But got a double cheeseburger. I ordered fries, and she's like, "Would you like to upgrade to the cheesy taters?" I go, "I just put on an ad the cheesy taters, please." And so I got those.
Do you want to upgrade? No.
No,
Just add
I want
another
like
order.
both.
Yeah.
So I got the full Hot Now experience. So
Where's their Hot Now? Where'd they build one?
Shelbyville, so right by Gun Lake Casino,
Oh, yes.
right there.
Okay.
So
yep.
there's one in Sturgis, I guess. Still,
Yep. That one's been there forever.
that's forever, and that's way out there for me to get to. So
Dude, I mean, that's 40 minutes from me.
that's a long ways for some.
Yeah.
I do remember when Sonic first came to Michigan, and I was up in Grand Rapids. I did drive down to Kalamazoo on the day it opened to get some Sonic because those damn commercials.
Which was probably great then, and now it just sucks.
Yeah, now Sonics are all whatever. But I was happy with the Hot Now. So that was it. That's my off the cuff. I was like, ooh. If I say yes,
Halftime talking here.
if I say yes, I can get some Hot Now.
There you
All
go.
right, I'm in.
Sweet. All right. Well, we're glad you showed up. We're going to take a quick break here. We will come back, talk 250s, and then get this wrapped up here. But we need to run the heater because I told you, get chilly, right?
I'm actually all right.
I'm still okay.
It's because I still wear my hat.
But
and
the temperature has dropped.
Yes. Oh, my toes are feeling it.
Yeah,
My
so we're going to
toes.
get that heated back up. I got to take a Wiz Khalifa, refill drinks. You need another one too.
Yes, sir.
And then, yeah, we'll come back, talk 250s, and then we'll get this wrapped up. So, Seth, take us to break. And we're back.
Boom.
Easy. Name that movie.
The Who, the Her. I don't know.
Ace Ventura.
Damn
Pet
it, I
Detective.
knew that.
Just watched it the other day, so
Okay.
it's fresh.
I did know it, but I didn't know it.
Do you watch Stranger Things?
No.
Don't say the finale. I know it sucks, but I'm in the middle of watching it right now.
No. You don't understand. I've watched episode 1, season 1.
Okay, because watching it with Andrea right now, and we're like, at,
He dies at the end, just so you know.
who is he?
I don't know. I've never seen it. But I have a buddy that goes, yeah, he died at the end. Every movie, the show, he's like, yeah, he died at the end. I'm like, you're an idiot.
I don't know, man. Like I said, me and the wife watched episode 1, season 1. That's as far as we've gotten so far.
Fair
so, yeah. What are you watching right now? I know we got to talk 250s here, but
No,
what are you and the wife enjoying here on the few blissful moments you get when the kids
man.
are
So
quiet?
we watch, of course, like every other person's TLC and like the HG TV shows, but we watched.
Do you have cable?
Yeah. Well, no, not cable, but
Oh.
it's on our Sling.
Oh, okay.
God, I don't even remember the name of it.
This is
It's like
I
it's
really
like,
thought we were gonna
it's
get
like
something
it's like
interesting
Love
here.
Life or something. There is a
Love
show.
Island?
No, God, no. It's
Okay.
like Love Life. It's like it's about these two weird people dating each other. I don't know, but
I
it's
know,
not
I
Love
know.
Island.
Your wife chose that show?
Actually, I chose the show, and it's actually kind of good. I watched the first episode and was
My
like,
respect level just went down.
no,
for you
see,
a
I
lot.
watched the first episode and it was kind of funny, and I was like, hey, maybe she would want to watch this because I thought it was funny enough.
There
She
you go.
had me watch, God, is it called like Good Moms or something like that?
Are you gonna watch the Kardashians next? Or
I used to watch Grey's Anatomy with her. We used to love that show. I loved Grey's Anatomy. But then
at least
they
that's
killed off every single person in the world. But no, there's a show called Good Girls that I watch on Netflix, like at lunch break sometime or something like
you
that.
are super domesticated.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
I watch mostly sports. Like I don't watch a lot of shows anymore. Like I watch mostly sports just because I'm busy.
You know
so-
they're all faking gay, right?
Which ones?
Sports.
Oh yeah, all of them for sure. Yeah. It's all right. It's fine. I still like them.
Isn't this a sports podcast?
It is.
It could be. That's not my thing. We could talk some Lions. I'm not that.
You want to talk?
I'll talk anything.
Who's in the script to win the NFL or to win the Super Bowl this year?
Well, I was hoping it was going to be the Rams and the Pats.
No. The script's out there. So
Oh yeah, with the colors of the logo or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
terrible. We
Yeah.
should find that for you.
Well, I
That way I know what team knives to make. for...
on break I watched, and right now it's the Seahawks and Rams. So I wanted to watch that at my house, but I don't get Fox, so I was like, I don't really care. I'll come to the podcast, but see Seattle's winning that, and I want the Rams. But
Yay,
it is whatever.
sports.
Yay, sports. I like sports.
Wow. Okay.
You want to
so-
talk my golf handicap? We could do that too.
No, Jet's not here, dude.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
sorry, we're not talking golf.
Me and
unless
Jet,
Jet's
I
here.
could beat Jet in golf.
You could beat Jet
Yes.
at golf.
Yes.
That's fake news.
No.
Call Jet Lawrence right now.
Call him.
Call Jet.
Text him.
Yeah.
Text him.
Text
I'll send
him.
him a DM.
I'm on it right now.
All right. Let's move on here. 250 race recap brought to you by. Well, first off, thanks to TLR Coatings for giving us the studio here. We did not have a TLR tinfoil hat this week. I'm sure maybe I did, but I wrote it down, didn't transfer it to the notes. Anyway, whatever. Thanks to Gutterworks for sponsoring the 450s, Complete Racing Solutions for the halftime, the Armory for the Reload Rant, and then Flo Racing here for our 250 recap. Also, don't forget Adept Creative Co. bringing you Kirk over here. Had a nano extreme painful take according to Kirk, but he's fucking retarded, so it's whatever. And then Alias MX brought you Eric Grondahl. And then join the members area to watch us record this ridiculousness live because we're all stupid idiots. I'm sure David's in here with his knee pads right now talking too, so whatever. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump into our Flo Racing 250 race recap here. Okay, so Degan wins. Look, I don't have any hate comments this week. He's taking control of this championship and doing what we all thought he should do.
Yeah. I agree.
That's all I got to say about this. That's the Degan danger zone. Degan danger zone is normally 35 minutes. It was 35 seconds this week.
Yeah. Ansie's putting up some fight, but
If
he should win.
Kitchen
He
would ever
should
make
win.
it through the first corner, he might be able to put up a battle too.
I
but
thought,
he can't make
I thought
it through the
Kitchen
first
was going to
corner.
give him some stuff, but
How about that?
First three,
lap
yeah.
time battle and qualifying there between
Yeah,
those
back
two
and forth,
though,
back and
dude? That
forth.
was sick.
Yeah.
Just drop. Yeah. So great on Degan here. This is what we all thought he should do. This is what he should be doing. So hopefully he continues this, and then I won't have anything to say.
yeah.
There's nothing to go beyond that. Michael Mosman, second place, dude. Michael Motorcycle is just phenomenal this year.
He's like a vanilla
Cheese
ice
pizza.
cream to me.
Cheese-
yeah,
cheese
just
pizza is
he's
what we
just
say.
a boring guy. Like,
Well, he's actually not a boring guy.
Well,
He's super interesting.
from the outside perspective, he's just like I'm here riding my motorcycle.
You know, he let a
and
homeless
just-
guy live with him for like a long time, right?
No.
Yeah, he's like he's like super religious, which is
Okay.
cool. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm going down that journey myself.
Good.
I would be
Congratulations,
interested to
Pete.
run into him and talk to him again.
Yeah.
I actually talked to him one time outside the races. I ran to him. Maybe was it COVID year? COVID cross there? No, 2021 there. When we did the residencies.
Yeah, yeah.
I ran into him at the mall in Indy. And
Okay.
he stood there and talked to me for like I don't know how long. Like it was crazy. Was really nice to my daughter. Great
Nice.
guy.
Good.
But he's super
Cheese
duper
pizza.
interesting. Yeah, but he's cheese pizza to you.
Yeah.
So, but dude, I mean, he's exceeding expectations in my opinion.
Oh,
here.
for sure.
Like I thought he'd come in, he'd have some sparks and
Yeah.
then run around in like top 5, 6, whatever,
Yep,
and like
yep.
that'd be it. But to run around on the podium here and be challenging, and there was a moment last night I thought he was going to win that race. So
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to win, but I am super shocked on how he did. Like, he rode very well.
are you more shocked on how he did, or that Degan didn't take him out when he passed him?
Deegan didn't need to knock him down.
He did not Anstie down either.
But I
here we
feel like
are.
he needed to show Anstie, like, hey, I'm the guy, not you. And so he had to knock him down, especially after week 1.
Did you buy some knee pads and break?
Definitely not.
Are you sure?
I've said this before. Deegan, phenomenal racer, rider. Just don't like the person. But after week 1, he was like,
I thought you
I-
told me you didn't
I
like
need-
the crew around him.
his crew sucks. His crew's horrible. They're horrible. Every single one of them. I'll talk to anyone. They're all horrible people. But him as a racer, pretty impressive.
Yeah. Ryder D, 3rd place. This is good. He moved through the field to get to 3rd there
Yep.
too. Not just a start and finish there. So
Yep, he rode real well.
yeah, this is the kind of season I think Ryder D needs to have. Make it all the way through, and then just continue to build.
Yeah.
So and to become the Ryder D that we all thought. Do you remember when he was doing the combine races? And like, I remember the first time I saw him, he had like a man head and then like a little kid body. And I know he was like 60 or 70 or whatever, but I'm just like, holy shit, man. Like, it was almost like, I don't want to say like seeing a midget, right? Where you're just like, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
it was like his body was so small, but then he had like a man face.
So
And I was just like, that's
I feel like
crazy.
we've all known Ryder forever because of the 50 stuff.
Oh,
when he was
yeah.
on P-dubs, and
Yep.
he had that comb over big hair, which I
Yeah.
think made it look like he had a big head. That's what I think. I think his hair with the poof
Maybe.
over
I don't
made
know,
it look
man.
like he had a
I
big
just
head.
remember seeing him walk
I
around.
feel like he has a
Iron
normal
Man.
size head.
I'm not saying his head's necessarily overly big. Now I'm saying he has a body that matches it. Like when I see him on the podium, I'm like, all right, cool, dude. He looks normal.
You look
But,
at
like,
him when he's riding those Jimmy John Kawasaki's and like when he's 60s
Oh,
and
yeah.
80s, head looks big, but it's because his hair.
Okay, sure.
yeah,
All
small
right,
body.
If you say so. All
Yeah,
right. Cameron McAdoo, 4th place. Tick off speed wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't have that flat out McAdoo speed like he's had, that wet, hot American speed there to run up front. But like, dude, he's figuring out ways here to hang around that podium, which if he does that, okay, cool. And again, talk about another guy who just needs to
He just
make
needs
it
to
through
get
the
through it.
season and build.
I like Cam a lot. He's
such a nice
dude. I've talked to him numerous times on track walk and because of Nick and stuff like that. And
Yep.
I know Nick, so like it was nice to talk to him, and he's just super down to earth, super chill, and I'm so glad he's doing well.
Yeah.
He was like a Jeremy Martin guy to me, where I was like, just get through it, dude. Like just get through it, because you're such a good dude, and I cheer for good dudes.
Yeah, very excited that he's starting a family and stuff here too.
Yep.
Max Volan, 5th place, dude.
I heard he was sick.
Golf clap here for those Club MX guys,
Yeah.
because they've turned that into a top 5 program right there.
They've had a lot of weird stuff happen in the last couple months with sponsorships dropping out and all that stuff too. So
Okay,
they've had some.
We go down that road. Did you watch the video that Brandon released
Yeah.
talking about? And I went, ooh, that's interesting. Not that he necessarily said anything too wild and out there, but
But it's
it
like
was
this just stopped. It was
Yeah.
unknown and all that. Like they had to make some quick pivots.
Mhm. Yeah, and I understand the muck off thing. The more interesting part to me was the FXR deal. of like, well, yeah, so FXR, because what it sounded like to me, and this is just me reading the tea leaves and stuff. So FXR signed Triumph.
Yeah.
So it sounds like FXR took a lot of budget that they were probably given to Club and went and gave it to Triumph there,
Okay.
and then cut Club's budget in half. And from what the way, in my opinion, and this is no insider knowledge, this is nothing, but watching that video, the way that Brandon talked made it almost sound like he felt slightly disrespected. I'm going to say slightly. I bet behind the scenes it was real disrespected, that they didn't think that Club was on the same level as Triumph.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's
So I like Brad a lot from FXR. I'm an
Yeah.
FXR sponsored rider myself.
nice.
Even though I'm a slow, fat, white guy.
Well,
but
Alias MX is the best gear out there, but whatever.
I like it. It
and they
looks
make
good.
the best retro t-shirts, dude. They're sick.
Yeah. But yeah, no, FXR stuff is interesting. I have no idea why or what. I don't know about the muck off stuff either. But
Well, Muckoff got fucked on tariff stuff. So
Oh.
they can't so
Stupid
because of the
tariffs.
tariffs and importing it, they were trying, I don't know all the details, but basically the tariffs fucked them on importing to the US, which fucked their budget all up.
Okay.
And so that was why they had to pull the plug. So I don't have any essentially ill will, I guess you'd say, towards Muckoff. Not that any of it affects me, but
Yeah.
towards them having to pull the plug there, I don't have any ill will towards that because that was just strictly a money thing in politics. It's out of their control.
yeah.
So
Yeah, the FXR thing, I could definitely see what you're saying about they got Triumph, they got Mookie, they got you know, they're getting more bigger guys now instead of, you know, like Fly was doing a little while ago where they were just kind of giving gear to
Yeah.
everybody.
So was that
FXR,
FXR for a
started
while,
doing
yeah.
that too with all the privateers, and then they started getting bigger and bigger people. I really like their stuff just because
I've never worn it, so I don't even
it's
have any
super
idea.
comfortable, it's customizable, so on and so forth, which I like. But yeah, I could see, you know, you're adding another big factory team on.
Mm-hmm.
You got one of the top, 10 guys in the sport, with Mookie, and I could see where some money kind of
Budgets start to get
yeah, it's
tight.
like, oh, we got to figure it out. And if you're a team like Club and
Mm-hmm.
Brandon is like, hey, we're a top tier team also, and they go, well, you're not a factory team, and
Yeah.
maybe they said that, and he was like, you know what, F off, like
Mm-hmm.
we'll call up, Jason Thomas and get some fly stuff. So I'm glad that.
Fly. We'll call the other F. We'll call.
Yeah,
F,
we'll go from one F to the
three-letter
other
F brand
Yeah.
number 2.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's super cool that they got back on their feet and got going. Yoder, is good. Volan is good. Everybody for there's good. I'm excited to see Shock and geez, oh Pete's. What's the other?
I don't
Club.
remember.
Yeah, there's another Club guy. I
Yeah.
don't know. Anyways, but I'm excited to see those guys, and it's nice that they got on their feet and they're doing well.
Mm-hmm. Max Anstie 6th. Again, just a rough night for him.
Bummer.
Yeah. What could have been?
Man, he's kind of funny in his interviews. I like
He's
his interviews.
super funny.
His accent, and then of course he's just snarky and says what
Little
he wants. and-
razzmatazz there.
Yeah, he's like, hey, say what I want, and I like that. I like
I
that.
want to see a little razzmatazz. I'll show you a little razzmatazz. I'm not sure what razzmatazz is. Must be a British
That
thing,
must
but
be a British thing.
razzmatazz it is. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this razzmatazz because there was no razzmatazz last night. So Hunter Yoder 7th. Not bad for having no knee. Carson Mumford 8th.
He went down in the first turn.
Mumford did?
Uh-huh.
He was in that pile up with Hymas.
Yeah, with Hymas and stuff.
Parker
Schwartz.
Ross 9th, Friese 10th, Schwartz 11th. Stop me if you have anything for any of these guys. I don't, because I'll be honest, it's just not. It used to be way more fun when I could play Pulp Fantasy and have to pick these guys.
See, that's in my notes. I miss Pulp Fantasy
Me
so
too.
freaking much.
Me
like,
too.
I'm not a big Steve Mathis guy, but the Pulp stuff was so much fun. Like, I got started on that before they went like big live. Buddy named Al Morrison was in the league, and that was like first industry idiots. There was like 23 of us, and I got in. I was geeked about that, but god dang it, I miss Pulp MX.
Me too.
Bad.
Me too. Dylan Schwartz 11th, Matty Jorgensen 12th, Crockett Myers 13th, Justin Rodbell doing AC during the week. No, I'm just kidding. He's got a ride now, so I don't think he's doing AC.
Oh, he's
anymore.
doing
14th.
HVAC. It says HVAC all on his stuff.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know. Dominic 30, 15th. Robbie Wageman, 16th. Avery Long, 17th. Hunter Schlosser, 18th. Lux Turner, 19th. Aiden Shive, 20th. Levi Kitchen.
Man. That's
It
fair.
has to be.
That's fair.
It
You
has
can
to
push
be.
it. After 3 rounds, what he's doing, yes. He's fast enough to do it, but he's not even close to doing it.
But that
sucks.
front flip was super sick.
Yes.
He should try out for Nitro Circus. That's what 100% what he should do is be on Nitro Circus. And Chance Hymas, if he's got a broken anything,
Whatever. Yeah.
just keep pressing it.
I'm not panicked about that because, I mean, injuries are what? I just don't think Kitchen's riding very well. I think he's riding over his head. When Hymas isn't crashing and hurting himself, he's good. But Kitchen is supposed to be the guy that took over for Degan. Like, he was supposed to be Degan's main competition.
Mm-hmm.
He is faltered pretty bad.
Okay, so you ready for a TLR tinfoil hat here?
Yeah.
Hymas and Hammaker are going to swap
Like,
next year.
Like rides?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hammaker's already at the dog pound,
Yep.
riding with the Lawrences all the time. It's very simple. Hymas wants to be West Coast based because of his parents being out that way.
Yep.
That's why he's back there anyway right now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Because Hymas is going to lose this Honda ride here because he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And especially right now, if something is screwed up, can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
So even if you miss the next 3 weeks or whatever, you come back for the last few, whatever, you still missed races again. And yeah, you're performing like he's fast, dude.
Yeah.
This is very Trey Canardish, in my opinion.
Yeah. I like Trey.
Mm-hmm. Like, great guy,
Yeah.
fast as hell,
Yeah.
but cannot stay healthy. How about, let me ask you this because we've gone really short on this. How about that double upshift last week when he almost went over the bars there on that?
Oh,
3?
man. He was like,
Yeah, clicking gears.
and then went up on the 180 right there, berm. Yeah, he probably got a little puckered.
Michael Lindsay, watched the thing. He said he asked him if he's practiced that like double upshift, and he's like, "Nope,
No,
nope."
God, no.
He's like, "That was totally
that's a
in the
panic
moment."
move.
Yeah.
Do anything I can
Which
to stop.
I said, like, dude, there's no way I'm doing that. Like, if I start to go over the bars, I got that thing pinned, and I'm just like, dying right there in the middle of the track. So
fun fact: I have never pulled in the clutch, hit the back brake in my life, jumping.
I've not either. I've hit the back brake in the air.
Never
I have
done
that.
Never done that.
Not on big jumps, but specifically, I remember my early years of riding. I
Nope.
remember this because I didn't start riding dirt bikes until I was 25.
Okay.
So I do remember at points hitting little jumps or whatever and just like hitting the back brake to like see what it would do.
Yeah.
But never pulling the clutch in to do it.
No, I don't know if that's what you do when you tap the back brake to get it down, but like
I didn't do it. I was fine.
I see C guys, A guys, B
Yeah.
guys, 50 riders. It doesn't matter. I see so many people, and I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna do that.
There's
I've never
a lot
done
of stuff that I don't understand. Like supposedly, I guess when you go through whoops. Now this is something I'm never gonna know. When you go through whoops, you're supposed to modulate the
Figure
clutch
the clutch
also.
a little bit,
And
yeah.
I'm like, nope.
No, I if I'm ever going through whoops, fingering clutches, I'm not gonna make it through. It doesn't
I'm
matter
having a
what I
dream
do.
about
Yeah,
doing that,
yeah.
so-
I've got paid a lot of money to try this, and I'm gonna hurt myself.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else with the 250 class? Deegan still wins this title.
Yeah. Deegan
Okay.
wins. I mean,
No one T-bones him and costs him the title.
again, if Anstie is close going into the final,
Yeah.
yes, I
Okay.
think Anstie, geez, Pete's Max. I'll just say Max.
Yeah.
Max does and will
Something.
get into him. Like, and Deegan has it coming. Like,
Yeah.
he did it to Davies, and and to win a championship again, I will damn near knock down anybody. So I don't blame him. But Anstie is the only guy that has a chance, I think, to win this championship besides Deegan. But yes, I think it's 75% Deegan, 25% Max. We need Deegan to slip out in the first turn and ride around and get a 7th and 8th, and Max wins, and it stays close, and they go 1-2-3, 1-2-3 all the way to the end, and then from there, I think Max could and has a chance to do it, because at that point, I think it'll be in Deegan's head enough, especially when he's thinking about going to 450s in the outdoors.
Yeah. Those 5 to 10ths are going to be real rough outdoors, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
He'll have his moments. I think he'll get a couple podiums and
mhm.
fuck, he might win a moto. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he's again very skilled on a bike,
He is.
but big ass difference from Max Anstey to go to Chase and Tomac
not going
and
22-0.
Lawrence's. No. So, I mean, I could see him winning a moto. I could see him finishing a podium here, there,
Yeah, sure.
you know, but
Yeah.
yeah, end of season, 5 to 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right on him.
All right, that's been your 250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Flo Racing. Anything else you want to touch on?
No, not 250 wise for sure. No, I'm good.
Anything at all? Because this is basically it. Though we've covered the gamut here.
I'm excited for Houston this week. I'll be there, so I'm going to that Triple Crown, right? So
Yeah.
I like the Triple Crowns.
Do you know what kind of precarious spot they're going to put you in yet?
Ooh, no, I haven't looked at the track map, but I will say this is my first one of the year, so maybe they'll take it easy on me. But we'll see. I'll see how it goes.
I can't
I'm
wait
excited.
to get a picture of you standing on some dirt clod.
Yeah, I'm gonna
on
be
the
doing
side
that.
of some sketchy jump.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at PlayerK13. I'll be posting videos. You'll see where I'm at, and I'll be spinning around in circles. But no, excited to see a lot of the guys that I haven't seen since Donations and SMXs and stuff like that. Me and my dad and my brother are going. It's our first round of the year and all that, so it'll be good. And then excited to head to East Coast and do some of those. But no, this is like the first week I've kind of excited for the racing because of me going, and hopefully that kind of kickstarts that kind of stuff. So we'll see. See Chase win and watch Degan win and all that stuff. It'll be good. It'll be hard for Chase to win, I think, a Triple Crown. 3 consistent races will be tough for Chase. I love Chase. I like him. I very much like Chase, but I could see him going 1-7-1, and Tomac goes, 2-1-2-1 and wins. So
Yeah.
we'll see, but no, it'll be good. I haven't seen the track map or anything like that. Have you?
I probably looked at some point, but I couldn't effing tell you.
No, I always like to see what they got, what they do, and track walk's cool because you see stuff and you're like, there's no way. Oh my God, they're jumping that thing. So, and it switches. Like they won't do any of that stuff in practice, qualifying, and then first heat race. It's like, oh, we're all doing this now. It's like, what the hell made you guys decide
We
that?
all went and watched the Dartfish. It's faster this way. We'll just do it.
Yeah, they're just wrap and get her done. So I don't know. Should be
All
good.
right. All right. Well, this has been episode 325. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Seth, thank you.
That's me.
Thanks to our sponsors here, TLR Coatings, Gutter Worx, Complete Racing Solutions, The Armory, Flo Racing, Alias MX, Depth Creative Co, Nano Extreme. Also, make sure to check out Holster Co. There's a link for them in the description down below too. They are closed, but they're having closeout deals right now to get rid of the final inventory that they have. So I posted a story of them. They're having a sale here to get everything out. This has been the A2 wrap-up show. We'll be back next week with Houston, Triple Crown, full gamut of shows. Thanks to Eric for coming on earlier. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks to our members that joined us here tonight. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back next week. I believe Cole's coming in for it. He hasn't told me he's not yet. And yeah, full gamut of shows. We'll see y'all on the next one.
See you guys.
Just want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this kind of content and you want to see the full show, it's linked right here. If you guys want to make sure that you never miss an update, you never miss a show, a live stream, a bike build, or anything that we're doing, make sure to hit that subscribe button there and make sure to turn on notifications with the bell. If you want to join our members area to help support the show, that's greatly appreciated too. And you can check us recording things live that other people in the general public don't get to see. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see y'all on the next one.